than the Augusta City Dry Cleaners. Rory McIlroy knows this better than most. But what is Amen Corner and why is it so iconic? The famous sequence has always been there since the Masters began in 1934. It didn't get its name until '58 though, when American sports writer Herbert Warren Wind, on the left, wrote, "At the farthest reach of the Augusta National Course, down in the Amen Corner." He drew inspiration from the 1933 jazz song Shouting in That Amen Corner by the Dorsey Brothers. The reason behind its difficulty is all in the sand and the water. Tournament officials don't even bother to count the balls lost in there each year, such is the sheer number. The 11th, named White Dogwood, is a downhill 520-yard par 4 with a pond to the left of the green and a bunker to the right. Both cause a lot of trouble each year. The 12th, Golden Bell, is perhaps the most famous hole in the world, with danger everywhere. Many aim for the flag, but look, get it even slightly wrong, and you're in the azaleas at the back, or the bunkers at the front, or even worse, Rays Creek. Or you can play it safe and aim for the open green on the left. You chicken. Tiger Woods once said, if you make 4 bogeys from Thursday to Sunday, you're doing well. And the highest ever score on that hole? 13. It's a par 3. Tom Weiskopf in 1980 was the sorry soul. Often the iconic Ben Hogan Bridge is the only thing players enjoy about Golden Bell. Even if you escape there unscathed though, you met with Azalea, the dogleg par 5 13th. It tempts players to go for the green in 2, but cut over those trees on the left at your peril. Every year, it seems, Amen Corner destroys someone's dreams. Rory McIlroy dropped 3 shots through here as his round unravelled in 2011. In 2016, a year after navigating Amen Corner expertly, Jordan Spieth shot a quadruple bogey on the 12th to throw away his green jacket. I mean, it sounds like my game, to be honest. So who'll be the next to be brought to their knees, praying for mercy after Amen Corner?
Right, Ed, we're off and running. It is, of course, Tuesday the 20th of January. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark's Real Sale. It's the UK's biggest used car sale, and it's on now. Check out arnoldclark.com. I'm with you this morning. I'm Ally McCoist, and alongside me is a man who went into hiding after he had a pretty miserable weekend.
Cheers from 9,000 travelling Aston Villa supporters.
Let's get in there. Talk Villa all next week.
Can you win the league, Gab?
No, we can't win the league, mate.
Come on, can you win the league?
We're going to win the league.
Yeah.
What he's done so far for his football club, statue worth. That's how good.
You've gone early in the
yes.
statue.
Aston Villa, they are the champions.
Dreams can come true. Emery, we're all with you. Know you gotta spend money. I know you gotta catch Arsenal.
The full-time whistle has blown, and it's a massive opportunity missed by Aston Villa. They knew a point would take them up to second place in the Premier League table. A victory would move them within 4 points of leaders Arsenal.
Dreams can come true. PSI, I hate you. Let us spend some money. Let us buy some good players.
Al, did you know, Ali, there's a massive game at 3:30 in Champions League, Karat versus Club Brugge.
Forget it.
3:30.
Forget it.
It's quite early though, isn't it?
Forget it. Forget it. Now, they made me promise yesterday in the show that when you came in this morning that I didn't give you an easy ride, okay? Now, we might as well start. On Sunday, 1-0 home loss to Everton, you tweeted, let's get it down to 4 points tomorrow. Up at Villa, Pride of the Midlands. By full time, you changed the title race over because of Peter. Followed by a punch and a thumbs up emoji. Right.
Oh, no, I know.
It's not over yet, is it?
Listen, I don't think Aston Villa are ever in a title race. I enjoyed it while it lasted, a bit of fun. You look at squads, Ali. I mean, if you look at the players Aston Villa got available, Fenerbahce away on Thursday, tough place to go.
I know it is.
And then Newcastle away on Sunday, where Aston Villa don't do well. No McGinn, no Kamara, no Onana.
How is McGinn?
I'm not sure. I'm worried about it because he never comes off, Ali.
And that why I know he's not.
If McGinn comes off, he's injured.
I'm with you, mate.
That early in the game. Kamara's a big miss. Onana missing as well. You look at the midfield against Everton. Bogard is a good player, but he's like a squad player. He's playing probably too much minutes. Sancho was injured, not available.
Would you let Marlon go to Roma?
I wouldn't know, but this manager is the sort of manager, Ali. If someone wants out, he'll let them go.
No, I get that.
Sort of like, and maybe in his mind, he's got Tammy Abraham and trying to get that over the line. And maybe Marlon was eager to leave because he wants to be the main man.
And you don't want to keep unhappy players.
Exactly.
I get that.
I've got to give Everton praise, though. I thought Garner was outstanding. He was everywhere. I thought
he was tremendous.
Barry
James Garner was tremendous.
I blame the sleepy conditions for Martinez dropping that because let's move on.
And just to compound matters, Man United, but that's the best performance I've seen.
Good, weren't they?
Oh, mate.
It's not hard, is it, Ali? Play your right players in the right positions, in the right formation. It's quite simple.
I know.
Football. Just play Mainu and Fernandes as 2-8s in front of Casemiro. It's really, really simple.
Fernandes was brilliant, I thought. But did you not think there was a kind of energy about them that you hadn't seen before?
Yes.
No, when I say hadn't seen before, hadn't seen for a long time.
I've been there, Ali, when you've had managers that you don't like and then players aren't really responding to.
Yeah.
Remember when Tim Sherwood come in?
Yeah.
And Tim Sherwood got that bouncing training in the first game, second game, third game. The players are on it because you got that lift, you got that belief in the manager. It was going stale under Amorim. Tactics weren't working, leaving out top players like Mainu. Now it's like a breath of fresh air. And they will go on a run now. And don't be surprised if they do finish in the Champions League places.
I think that'd be a great season.
Yes.
It would be. Let's be honest now.
Jeff called it, didn't he, at the start of the season? So I'm sure he'll be making that.
He's normally quite quiet. He's normally quite quiet when he gets a prediction or two correct as well.
Ali, they've got a top team. Yes, they need extra players to fight for the title, but
I think they've got a top team. And here's one for you. They might have the best manager in the league.
Oh. Whoa.
You don't think so?
Carrick.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the Villa.
Oh, no, I'm talking about Manchester United.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry. I'm talking.
Sorry, I went back to the Villa.
Oh, okay, sorry, mate. Yeah, I was talking about Manchester United. When you look at like Shesko was on the bench, Cunha was on the bench. He made big decisions. Carrick, Mbeumo was a threat. Diallo's a top player. Now he's playing further forward.
Do you know some? Stiffen up with defence to your back four. Bring Maguire back in. Play Shaw left back. Ahmad wide. And when we come back for the AFCON, different class.
Really not hard, is it?
AFCON is big. I'll call it. Do you hear that one?
I know. I was working with him. You know, Mo Salah, he hasn't won AFCON. AFCON.
Oh, dear me. I nearly died laughing when I heard it.
Don't get me started on that, by the way.
Mo Salah, AFCON dream is over, I'm afraid.
Ali, do not get me started on the final. That was shambolic for
embarrassing.
Morocco. Have you seen the clips of the second choice keeper?
It's embarrassing.
The ball boys, and there was a substitute for Morocco.
Who's the big boy in the suit? The big boy in the suit.
It was like the FBI were trying to get the towel.
I'm telling you, I thought that was horrendous.
Horrendous. And I'm saying,
what were the ball boys trying to do? Get the goalie's towel?
The towel off the second choice keeper.
I watched it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, because what happened was, against Nigeria in the semi-final, Nigerian keeper put his towel there, and they jumped over and took the towel. So it's like they're trying every dirty tactic to try and win the African Cup of Nations. And then in the final, Senegal were aware of it, so they've got the substitute keeper to stay there to make sure Mendy's got a towel. What's going on, Ali?
I thought it was embarrassing, mate.
It's bad luck, mate.
Including the scenes at the end, man. Listen,
how can you walk off? Ali, when they walked off, I was starting laughing. I said to myself, how can you walk off? I know it's a bad decision, rightly so, but you can't walk off the pitch. So there's going to have to be a big, big punishment.
You can't.
Because otherwise, you'll see it every tournament.
Well, Jeff and I were talking about it briefly yesterday as well. Yeah. How do you punish them? I mean, you obviously can't take the tournament off them.
Manager needs a long man.
I think you're probably right. Do you know that?
Yeah, because
I was thinking about it. Jeff said to me, what would you do? Would you ban them from the next tournament?
No.
And I went, that's probably just a little bit too much. But the manager, I think...
Money doesn't really matter. I know it matters to countries, but money shouldn't be the answer. I think it should be the manager chose
something that really hurts
get his players off the pitch. He misses, I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, and he doesn't take the team because you can't do that, Ali. It's a bad luck, mate.
No,
I get it when you take a team off for like racism.
Horrible look.
I get it, but not because the referees give a bad decision. And it was a bad decision to disallow the goal.
Yeah.
First of all, it wasn't a foul.
No.
And I don't think it was a penalty.
I'm ashamed. I gave the goal and I wouldn't have given a penalty.
Exactly, but don't take your team off the pitch.
No.
Bad luck, mate.
Correct. We're going to move on to last night's game, my friend. Brighton pinched a point thanks to this, and it was some piece of brilliance.
Lovely head down towards the Greek defender. Overhead kick, brilliant. Kostoulas, lovely, beautiful overhead kick to equalise for Brighton in stoppage time.
Some finish, mate.
He's seen it though. He sort of like shagged it a bit, didn't he?
There's a question here.
He shagged it a bit.
Wait, there's a question here. Did he get lucky and shit and all that? I'm not going down that road, right? Don't start that nonsense.
But he has.
Brilliant.
It's great technique, but he has like.
Ah, come on, Gabby.
It's not a clean.
Are you want chocolate sauce on it?
It's not a clean overhead kick. You got to do better, Andy. No, it's a great finish, but I don't think he's totally meant it to go in the corner. But
I'm telling you, it's a brilliant goal.
Yeah.
Right, it doesn't matter if he comes off. He's attempted something out of the ordinary. He deserves his wee break.
If I tried that, right, I'd be in a treatment room.
Oh, man.
For a week back.
I would break.
Land on
I would actually break into little pieces.
You're back on the floor next to you.
Back in the day, I used to go up and I used to hang up there in overhead kicks for a fleeting second. But now, I swear to God,
I feel you.
You could not do it. It was a good, it was a great, I've got to say, great equaliser.
Yes.
Bournemouth, as you see, went 1-0 up in the first half with a penalty that was given when VAR intervened. Now, referee Paul Tierney had originally booked Adley for diving.
Mm-hmm.
Watched it a few times.
Hard to see.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's very, very difficult to see. And in that respect, I think, I think you've got to go with the referee's decision. But I wouldn't be booking the player. Right, it's a catch-22. But it goes to VAR, and when you do slow it down, the problem looks to me as though there is contact.
Yes, but it's really hard to see. And we know, Ali, when you played the game, there wasn't enough contact to go down like he did.
So therefore, you're right. You're absolutely right with that one. 100% right with that one. So therefore, is it a clear and obvious error? I don't think so.
No, I agree. I wouldn't have given it, but because it's hard to tell exactly, I can see why it was given.
I know. I'm ashamed.
Very difficult. But I don't trust them in VAR anyway.
Oh.
They're horrendous at the moment. The decisions they're
not good, is it?
I don't know where to start.
Not good
with them. Honestly, Ali, it's like, are the guys that are there, no offence to some of these referees, but do they understand football? I've said it a million times. Get ex-players in there, and I'll tell you now, 99% of decisions will be totally right.
I'm with you. I would get ex-players into it.
I don't know what one I'm missing on the weekend. My head's gone blank. But there was one on the weekend. It will come to me, and I'm like, wow, how have you given that?
I know. You just wonder what they're watching, don't you? That's the problem they've got. VR was brought in to help them. And when they get it wrong, it just looks absolutely diabolical.
The Seaman disallowed goal in midweek.
Oh, that was the one.
Ali, wow.
Newcastle.
I was watching the TV, I'm like, are you joking?
Horrendous decision.
Is this where we go? You know who else is? O'Brien against Villa.
Yes.
Crossing.
Yes.
Ferguson's offside, but he goes for the ball. But so what if he goes for the ball? He misses it. It doesn't affect
some header on it.
Yeah, it doesn't affect the goal. Even as a Villa fan, I'm like, whoa, we've got away one there.
Yeah.
Just come on, common sense.
Now, coming up, my friend, we're going to turn our attention to the back pages as the class of 92 fights back against the current United squad.
And welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
That sky
You got it, no?
No, who is it?
Well, it's not an easy one. It's not an easy one.
I would have no idea, mate.
No. You've heard of him, you've heard the voice before, there's no doubt about it. This is talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally and Gabby with you this morning. Now, that was a bit of Gary Barlow.
Oh, yeah. Legends.
To get us going this Tuesday morning, but why are we playing it here, you ask? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, because it's a very, very happy birthday, 55th birthday to the man himself, Gary Barlow. Now, I cannot believe Gary Barlow is 55. If I tell you about the time I went to see Take That in Glasgow, under extreme pressure, Gab. Extreme. Well, I didn't want the boys to know I was going to see Take That. Like, come on.
Okay. Sneak you on.
Don't need to tell you. Paper got a picture of me.
Did they?
Aye. Boys in the dressing room pulverised me. Absolutely pulverised me.
I feel I could take that.
They were brilliant.
Childhood, that, mate.
I'm telling you right now, they were excellent. Met Robbie over in where were we? Washington. Because he was on Andy and Benty's show in the afternoon.
Yes.
Met Robbie, he was in great form.
Legendary, isn't he?
He's living in Miami now. He's looking brilliant.
Looking good.
Looking fantastic. I'm now going to introduce you to somebody who, without doubt, must have been a Take That fan.
Oh, 100%.
Katie Shanahan.
Hello,
Good
yes,
morning,
and I went to see Take That, I think, was it 2 summers ago? They were amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, Hyde Park. Do never forget. And I was at the back and just watching, like, everyone. It was like
What was one of their songs? Was it No Matter What?
Never forget, no matter what.
No Matter What, one of their songs.
Well, never forget.
What about...
No matter what. That's one, isn't it?
No, that's Boyzone.
That's Boyzone.
Oh, same thing.
No.
That's Boyzone. Okay,
Where's he going with it? But no, Take That were amazing. And Gary Barlow, I swear he hasn't aged at all.
He's brilliant. Take You Back for Good. That one.
Yeah, Back for Good.
Take It Back.
Want You Back, isn't it?
Take It Back. And here is Watch Your Back.
Yeah.
And here is Watch Your Back for
No,
Good.
it's Back for Good.
Oh.
Back for Good.
Want You Back.
Should we play Dreams again? Just
get some. Ed, any chance of Take That song or anything?
Back for Good.
Did
Never Forget is the best one.
Were you playing a bit of James? Did you say that?
No, Dreams. Gabby singing Dreams. That had me laughing in the car. I love you, but what on earth was that?
I know. Yeah. This is it.
Here we go.
I didn't mean it. I just want you back for good. Want you back.
This is waving your arms in the air.
Want you back for good.
Lovely. There we go.
Brilliant.
There you go, Gabby. You can sing in tune.
We're getting disgusted looks from that room in there.
What a tune that was, by the way. Go on, Ed.
Katie, I suppose we should go to...
Oh, yes, we should do the back pages, shouldn't we?
Probably.
Music.
Well, I was enjoying that wee musical interlude, to be quite honest with you.
Should do another one. No, joking. Fancy another one. Okay, back pages. Okay, let's start with Mark Gaze across a lot of the back pages this morning on the back page of the Sun.
Did I see his plane get diverted or something? Yeah. I know I might be going somewhere that nobody's ever...
3-hour drive? Fancy getting in a car or...
Yeah.
Okay. We can't have plastic
straws. Probably
straws.
his plane landing or something. I definitely read.
Okay.
And when you say his plane, it was his plane, I think.
Plane.
You normally say somebody's plane, they're sharing it with people. But this was his plane.
A plane from London to Manchester, but we can't have plastic straws. Okay.
Anyway, that's a conversation for another time. So Pep is saying on the back page of the Sun here, he can step up to the mark after his £20 million move, obviously, plus add-ons as well. They're missing the likes of Guardiola, Ruben Diaz, and other players. So you feel as though he would step in straight away. £300,000 a week, that's not too bad.
So opened up the bank account.
Yeah. Also, lots of pictures of Thomas Frank. Best headline, I reckon, Fight Heart Dane on the back page of the Mirror. Other pictures of Thomas Frank here making a meal of it as Frank's lunch summit with the Tottenham Chiefs as he vows to keep fighting for his job as he feels the
He's
trust.
under PA, well, there's no doubt about it. Is that fair, Gabby? He's really under pressure.
Massive pressure.
Especially to get a home win. 6 home defeats now, 20% win rate at home, and they play again at home tonight against Borussia Dortmund.
I'm going.
And just picking up on what you were saying earlier, Gabby, regarding the AFCON final with the row what happened with the players walking off. Back page of the Times here: Morocco to take AFCON row to court. Senegal coach also sorry for telling team to walk off. So Martin Ziegler here with the story saying Morocco's FA have claimed it will pursue legal action after Senegal's players briefly walked off the pitch during Sunday's chaotic Africa Cup of Nations final. So they are pushing for legal action.
And legal action needs to go on whoever's trying to steal towels off like keepers.
Those are the ball boys, wasn't it?
In the semi-final against Nigeria, in the final, the clips were like it was an intruder that they're trying to get hold of. It's a substitute keeper holding a towel for his goalkeeper. I think both teams.
They were actually on the pitch at one point.
Yeah, two of them.
I was laughing
on the pitch at one.
And they're wrestling with the towels.
I can't believe it. Honestly, I'm watching. I'm just like, what is going on? We had a fantastic tournament, and you ruin it.
I know.
In the final.
And bigger picture here, because it's the year of the World Cup. Talking about players and teams walking off, you don't want this to become a trend with other nations.
Oh, it just can't.
So there needs to be some form of fine, legal action to stop it from happening in the future.
And a public statement.
Yes. There needs to be
from
like
FIFA or AFCON.
There needs to be some rules put in place of like, if you ever walk off the pitch,
you forfeit the game.
Yes, but if it's racism, fair enough. But if you walk off the pitch because you don't like a decision, then like, okay, the game's gone.
Yeah.
Morocco win the game there. Yeah. If that happens again,
forfeited.
Yeah, because it could be forfeited, and then they don't win.
Imagine that, the World Cup final, don't like the decision. Okay, then walk off the pitch. I'm going to go and sit in the changing room and wait. Like, what did they think was going to happen?
Yeah, well, FIFA needs to think about this because you don't want it happening again.
Sadio Mane looked as though he came out with some.
Well, he was the one to go and get the team.
Enormous credit.
Yeah, a real leader as well. And just finally, this story regarding class of '92, Nicky Butt. On the back page of The Sun. Well, this is what he said about the Man United defender, Lisandro Martinez.
For me, we're a podcast. We talk about like three lads in a pub having a talk conversation. Yeah. We're not on Sky doing commentary on a game. It's tongue-in-cheek. Exactly. It's quite obvious that Haaland's not going to pick him up and run with him. I mean, it's obvious that. It's figure of speech. And I just think when someone gets so upset about someone in a media or a podcast saying something about them, to come out and start basically saying they can say what they want and doing that after a game and what else, come to my house and all that, and it's like, grow up.
So this all comes back to them also speaking on the podcast ahead of United's win against Man City, but joked on the podcast saying with Scholes that 6'5" striker Erling Haaland would pick Martinez up and run with him, with Scholes adding that the Norwegian giant would score, then throw Martinez in the net. Stop laughing, Gabby. And then obviously Lisandro Martinez came out saying, they can come to my house and all of that. And Butters said,
"No, that's how Matterface feels. It's not nice, is it? Can't take the mick out of people that are smaller than."
I know. Whose side are you on here, Ali?
Well, do you know something? I don't think the comments were required, but I don't think he stood a bit the way he did. You know what I mean? It's a kind of. But is it going further than this, Katie? I mean, is there a problem with ex-Manchester United players with the current team, or not just the current team, recent teams? I'm not sure. I mean, the boys are more than entitled to their opinion. Of course they are. If we're sitting here saying every fan's entitled to their opinion, which they are, ex-players are entitled to their opinion.
I just don't see it, Ali, from any other ex-players of other clubs.
It's mainly the class of 92,
yeah, you wouldn't go and mock a Rangers player on a podcast. I wouldn't mock a Villa player now on a podcast. They need to be careful, because if I'm the club, I'm like, they've got to back their current players. I know they're legends of the game, the class of 92, but it comes to a stage where the club will probably like, can't be inviting you games and trying to give you some work and stuff if you're hammering and disrespecting our players.
Have either of you two had any backlash from current players from something that you've said?
1 second, let me get a list.
Oh, absolutely. You've had one or two players haven't been happy with what you said. That's fine. I mean, if they phone you up and you get a chat, absolutely. Look, Nicky said, there's my phone number. Scholes, you said, there's my phone number. I think you've got to stand by what you say. And if you get it wrong, then I think you've got to be man enough to say, I got that wrong.
Well, you have to be careful with Martinez. Like, I agree. I thought that Haaland would run him ragged, but there's been top defenders that have been tall. How tall was Cannavaro? Remember Ivan Cordoba at Inter Milan?
Of course I do.
There's been top defenders. They have to be 6'5" to be a top defender. Martinez,
I think Cannavaro's the last one to win the Ballon d'Or, actually.
How good was he? Wasn't big. Wasn't.
He had a period where he was phenomenal.
Exactly.
Right, I'm getting shouted at me to go to a break. Thanks, Katie. Coming up, we're back to the darts. Darts has gone from strength to strength in this country, but is it taking off in Saudi? What's the atmosphere like with no booze? We're going to find out next, aren't we?
Corinthian Casuals are a team in the Combined Counties League Premier Division South. Despite that, they're one of the most important clubs in world football. Here's why. The club was formed in 1939 as the result of a merger between Corinthians FC and Casuals FC. Now, Corinthians FC were founded in the late 1800s when the FA's top brass were absolutely sick of getting pumped by Scotland every time they played them. As a result, Nicholas Lane Jackson set up an amateur side which would bring in the best players who could all play for the national side. And it worked. It wasn't long before England were dominating the international fixtures they played, and it was largely down to Corinthians. In fact, in 1894 and 1895, they played consecutive games where Corinthians provided the entire England 11. But the thing is, the players refused to play professional football. They didn't believe in it. They wanted to spread the values of sportsmanship, competition, and played for the love of the game. It also helped most of the players were Oxbridge graduates who didn't need the money, but instead of entering league and cup competitions, they played exhibition football and toured the world, bringing the beautiful game with them. Think of it like the Harlem Globetrotters of football, and it was this which spread the game throughout the world and made it so popular. Most famously, in 1910, they travelled to Brazil, and the locals in Sao Paulo were so impressed they started their own team under the same name. Yes, the same Corinthians who won the FIFA Club World Cup in 2021, one of the biggest clubs in Brazil.
Okay, what time we've got there, Gav? It's 6:35. This is talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally and Gabby with you this morning. Now we're going to join. I tell you what we're going right now. We're going to go to the Australian Open. It is in full swing, as we know. So we're getting an update with our reporter Will Hobbs. Will, a very good morning. How's things?
Good morning, Ali. Yeah, very tough for the Brits to start day 3. Sonny Cartel, the British number 2, who had such a good Wimbledon, has fallen at the first hurdle here in Melbourne, losing 7-6, 6-1 to 31st seed Anna Kalinskaya. On the main court, the Rod Laver wins for defending champion Madison Keys and the ballistic American Ben Shelton in straight sets. And the men's and women's 5th seeds are both through, Lorenzo Musetti and Elena Rybaki. Now, still to come this morning are former champions Yannick Sinner, Naomi Osaka, and then Britain's Katie Boulter, who faces 10th seed Belinda Bencic. Can she join Raducanu in round 2? But the big British news on day 3, Sonny Cartel out in round 1 in straight sets.
The Australian Open update on talkSPORT with TNT Sports. Stream every set live on Discovery Plus or watch TNT Sports channels on EE, Sky and Virgin Media. Subscription required. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
We've lost. Well, I was going to say to Will, Djokovic, 100th win at the Australian Open.
Incredible, isn't it?
That's madness, that.
Do you think he'll win another Grand Slam though? Difficult, isn't it?
Aye.
Alcaraz and
Aye.
just
Aye.
hard to get past.
I think he's obviously, with age, dropped slightly, and the young team, the young team are back up there, mate. Okay, my friend, we're going on to darts now. And the Saudi Masters is well underway with all the big names competing. Luke Littler breezed past the legendary Paul Lim. We had him on the show. What a lovely man Paul Lim was.
Yes.
Wonderful man. Well, Michael van Gerwen also eased into round 2.
So for the match and safe passage, double 16 for Michael van Gerwen, and there it is, a 2-dot kill to see off Nitin Kumar. And the man who won in Bahrain last week off to the best possible start here in Saudi Arabia. But no 9-darter or Riyadh season bullseye from MVG.
Well, as you can probably hear in the clip, the atmosphere is a little bit different from the Ali Pali. Littler admitted it was strange playing in the weird atmosphere. You'd never get an atmosphere. I mean, it's just impossible to replicate that atmosphere, isn't it?
I know, but even when you think about the boxing, look at the atmosphere is at the boxing. We have it in Vegas or anywhere in Britain, and then you hear the boxing in Saudi. Different, isn't it?
Of course it's
different event.
Absolutely. The talkSPORT darts expert Mark Wilson is out in Saudi, and he's joining us now to tell us what is going on. Mark, a very good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Mark.
Morning, boys. Yeah, all good. So you are too, yeah.
Brilliant, Mark. Thanks for joining us, pal. Well, the first thing we're not moaning about. Now, that's the wrong way to do it. But clearly, you could take the darts anywhere on the planet, and you're probably not going to get the same atmosphere as the Ali Pali.
Yeah, well, I think that's fair. We all came to Riyadh. No one knew quite what it was going to be like. As Gabby said, we've seen the boxing. We know it's a little bit more low-key. The crowd were really respectful. I think the first thing I'd say, there were more people there than I thought that there would be there. And I think it's sold out tonight, so it should be a good night tonight. And I think they were just learning as they went along. Clearly, some of them have never seen the darts before. They weren't sure what was expected. But, it was interesting. Respectful is the word I would use.
Talk to me, Mark, about these bonuses. 150,000 if they nail the golden bullseye, but also a 9-darter, hit a 9-darter, sorry, is 75,000. Is that for one, or if you hit more than one, will you keep getting 75,000?
Yeah, look, I think it's to everyone that gets one. I think the deal is it's $100,000 if you hit a 9-darter. Okay. Now, the World Series, actually, there's been 64 events. We've only ever had 2. So it's a bit of not a great place to get them, yeah. But if you do get a 9, then they basically give you one shot at the bullseye to double your money. You get another $100,000 if you hit the bull after you've hit it. So it's 10 perfect darts. And that's the big, it's a gimmick. That's a big incentive for the players. You know, they can earn $200,000 for 10 perfect darts, which is not bad money, however you look at it.
No, it's tremendous. Matt, listen, mate, we've said for a while now, I don't know what you think yourself, and you probably will agree, I don't think there's been a better sport marketed and sold to the public in the last 15 years, 20 years than darts. It's absolutely amazing. Particularly, we enjoy our festive period up at the Ali Pali. But are we watching the future of darts here now? Saudi, where would it be next? You know, is it now going to become totally global?
Well, I think that's the plan. You know, the World Series takes us around the world. We go to like Australia, New Zealand, America, we're going to Europe, and we come to Bahrain. We were there last week, and we're in Saudi this week, and there was talks that at one point there was going to be another event in this part of the world as well. You know, the money talks, and this is about raising awareness of the game, and it's about raising money for the game. You know, we've seen they've got a big new TV deal. The players want to earn more and more money. The PDC want to generate more and more money. So I think, yeah, we are going to be looking at coming to places like Saudi on a more regular basis.
It's brilliant, that, Mark. And the players deserve more money for the entertainment they're giving us. But we're speaking about recently, obviously, a lot of the young guys coming in. There's a young guy up my way from Renfrew who's been absolutely tremendous. And there is the incentive there for these guys now. No longer is it an older man's sport. The younger guys are obviously taking part. And just to prove the point, I'm looking at an article now that Luke Little is reportedly signing a deal worth in the region of £20 million. I mean, if that's not incentive for the youngsters to pick up the darts, I don't know what is, mate.
Yeah, he's already signed it, mate. It's in the money in the bank. So
is it done?
He's a Premier League footballer, isn't he? In terms of pay, what he's earning, and that's the incentive now. You've gone from 20, 30 years ago. It was a sport where you might be able to make a few quid. Now you can become a millionaire pretty quickly if you're any good at the game, and that's the incentive. As I said at the start, money talks, and if you can earn a lot of money doing it, then why not give it a go? And it's a sport that anyone can have a go at.
Mark, I'm going to say to you, mate, sorry, Gav. Okay. It's come a long way since I used to see wee jockey with a pint in his hand, applauding Bobby George throwing his arrows. It's come a long way, mate.
It has. So I think I remember a clip of jockey asking Cliff Lazarenko for a light of his cigarette on the stage. You don't get that anymore.
Do you think that darts needs these incentives, though, with the 9 darters and the golden bonus, because of the lack of atmosphere, maybe, when you come out of Ali Pali?
Look, no, I don't. No, because look, you mentioned Ali Pali. We're lucky enough. We go all around the world, and we mentioned, we went to Poland last year on the World Series. 9,000 people going crackers. It's not just Ali Pali where the atmosphere. You go to Germany, it's unbelievable, the atmosphere wherever you go. It's not just in England. It's all over the world. Yeah, this is a different place. You know, you're not allowed to drink here in Saudi Arabia. That has an impact on the atmosphere. But the atmosphere generally, wherever you go, I'd be interested tonight, seeing how it was last night, how it compares to tonight. I think it'll be a little bit more animated, and it's going to be the start of things to come. I'm sure they're going to be coming here for more than just 1 year, so we're going to have to get used to it and appreciate that. Look, not everyone's culture is the same as ours, but they still enjoy watching great sport.
Agreed.
Absolutely, Mark. Taking it around the world can only be a good thing, mate. You enjoy yourself, and thanks for joining us this morning, mate. All the best.
Cheers, boys. Have a good one.
You too, mate. Now, for more highlights from Riyadh season darts, check out the PDC YouTube channel, and Mark Wilson and talkSPORT's Ian Danter are doing the commentary for ITV as well, so well done to those pair. This is where Al would usually ask me why I'm not commentating on it, and I would simply say, because Viv wouldn't let me. Right, still to come in breakfast, guys.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Download the new improved app to easily manage your accounts and quotes.
Okay, guys, don't go away, because it is now time for this. Yep, that's right. We're going to have the latest round of Joel Beyers versus Gabby, as they'll go head-to-head after another great weekend for Arsenal, but not so much for the Villa. Don't go away. That was our breakfast preview with the wonderful Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Get free next day track delivery. Head to travisperkins.co.uk or download the app.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Okay, this is talkSPORT Breakfast, 6:48. Ally Gabby with you this morning. What do we know this Tuesday morning? Well, I'm going to tell you. Manchester City have completed the signing of Crystal Palace captain Mark Gay for £20 million. His arrival also takes City's transfer spend in the last 12 months, Gabby, to £446, roughly, £million on 15 players.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Well, they're not messing about, are they?
No. Do you know what else as well?
Is that
since
they've not got any PSR?
No, you know, since last January, they can name a whole 11 of new players. Manchester City.
Is that right?
Whole 11 of new players. Must be nice, Ali. You know, you're struggling in a title race. You're on joint points with Aston Villa. All right, Seaman, come on. All right, Gay, come on. Yeah, it's fine. Where we can't even get Conor Gallagher over the line.
Looks like I've lit the fuse. The Royal Moroccan Football Federation announced that it will activate legal procedures before FIFA and CAF and try to be awarded the AFCON title. They're not going to go down that road. They cannot go down that road. They argue that Senegal effectively withdrew from the final against Morocco before Diaz missed his penalty.
Imagine in court, loads of towels in the corner, Ali.
That's just embarrassing.
The judge has got towels. Like, do you want to steal these as well?
It's a shame. I think it's a shame.
I think the Senegal manager needs a ban,
punishment,
and then wrap it up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. And after watching his side draw 1-1 with Bournemouth, Brighton boss Fabian Hurtstiller gave a slightly spiky interview with our very own little Sam Matterface.
In terms of the reason you didn't win, there was a VAR decision in the first half which went against you. Can you explain it? Have you had it explained to you?
No, there are no explanations for it.
And do you not think it was the right call?
Do you think it was the right call?
Well, I think there's varying different explanations and depends how technical you want to get with the law, but the VAR seemed to be convinced that it was. Why were you not?
I didn't say there was not, so then there are different opinions and we have to accept it, but for me there's only one opinion.
He's just
not happy, is he? Sorry to interrupt you two.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, we're just talking about the front pages.
Okay,
sorry,
we'll go back.
Sorry,
we'll forget my question. And why don't we go to the front pages? Katie's back with us. Katie's back with us. We're not... You know who that is? Come on.
Come on, Gabs.
That's you, not me.
Yeah, this is my family.
Yeah.
Sister Sledge.
Sister Sledge, man.
Great tune.
What a song.
Party tune.
What a song. Keep it going then.
Look at me and Ali clicking.
What a song.
So why are we playing this song? Because it's all over the front pages this morning, is Brooklyn's gone nuclear on the front page of The Sun after this explosive statement about Sir David and Lady Beckham. Quotes like, "Son, I'm done with my family," on the front page of The Mirror. "My parents tried to ruin my marriage with their lies. Mum called me evil and said Nicola was not family." Victoria Beckham apparently hijacked their first dance, claiming that when He was called to the stage. My mum was waiting to dance with me instead of my wife.
Victoria,
and
how dare
danced very inappropriately on me in front of everyone.
Victoria.
Victoria. How dare you. So,
problems in life.
What is your reaction to all of this, Gabby?
My initial reaction was like, get a grip, all of you. There's people that got real problems out there. Yeah. That was my first initial thought. Then I think to myself, we don't know the ins and outs, but me and Ali have got sons, and no more hurt.
You'd be devastated.
Your son
You'd be
doing what he's doing to his dad, and then going to his Instagram and saying all he said yesterday. I was gobsmacked reading it, but we don't know the ins and outs.
You don't know the ins and outs, right? That's the first thing. But dear me, imagine one of your sons turned against you like that.
Do you think these family feuds should stay behind closed doors?
I do, yes. I really do. I don't think it helps anybody. I mean, I genuinely do. I mean, look at we're looking at it now all over the front pages, and that'll be what everybody's talking about for the next couple of days.
Yeah, and I think.
I mean, families. We all know what families are like. I mean, you don't get any two families the same. I mean, families can be mental, none more so than my own. Yeah. But it's your family. You love your family. You've got to stick together.
And I think he's missed big things in David Beckham's life, hasn't he? Recently.
Yeah.
He's missed him. Obviously, going to see the King.
Oh yeah, to see the King. He wasn't there, was he?
No,
he wasn't there.
Because he's Beckham's 50th, and he wasn't there. But
what is the real deal then? Is the real deal the fallout with his wife?
Ali, no,
Victoria.
It's you see real family when they don't need you financially.
Yeah.
That's what sticks out to me. When you don't need your family financially, some kids just go, okay, I don't need my old man for a bit of help anymore.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot around the wedding as well. Brooklyn saying here, apparently accusing Victoria of cancelling Nicola's dress in the 11th hour, despite how excited she was to wear the design, forcing her to urgently find a new dress.
That's shocking.
So,
how dare you, Victoria? Oh my God.
And then in terms of hijacking the first dance, I mean, Ali, would you aim to hijack any of your kids' dances at their weddings?
No, I wouldn't be hijacking the way I move, I would not be hijacking the MD in the dance floor.
How many Jack Daniels I've had.
I think there's more chance of me getting hijacked on the dance floor to get me off it.
Oh, well, let's hear a clip of the couple, shall we? Here's Brooklyn Beckham and Nicola Peltz.
So we have 4 dogs, and the way she treats them, I feel like you're going to be the most amazing mum with our kids.
Oh, I love you.
That. I always thought she was really beautiful, and I think she thought I was handsome.
What's one thing that always makes me happy?
Waking up to me in the morning.
When I first met Brooklyn, he hated pickles, and now he loves pickles.
Yeah.
Riveting conversation.
I need to go on that.
Apparently that was for Glamour
I'm going to
YouTube.
see if Viv's going to come on that with me.
Yeah. Do you like pickles?
I love pickled onions, as a matter of fact.
Alistair, what's my favourite food?
Oh,
I don't know.
If you had one piece of food that you could take to a desert island, that was it. That's all you could have for the rest of your life. What would it be and why?
Eggs.
Eggs?
Well, you can do different things with them, can't you?
Yeah, this is great. I would go tomatoes. I eat them like apples.
Tomatoes?
I know, tomatoes.
I love tomatoes.
You okay?
Italian tomatoes are the best.
They are, by the way.
Mozzarella.
Portuguese are outstanding.
Best than Italian.
You should go crazy. My wee ma, wait, I tell you, when I used to go shopping in Portugal, my mum used to go, she banned me for going shopping because I used to come back with a case of lager and tomatoes.
Imagine though, like guys, like people waking up this morning, reading the paper, and they're like proper problems in life.
Well, there are other stories regarding World stands up to a bully. Front page. Allies hold firm the defence of Greenland. I mean, that's also on the front pages. That's quite important.
Greenland, the Ukraine, that's reasonably important as well.
Are we getting more tax as well now from Trump as well?
Well, that's what this ongoing debate is about. They're all standing up to Donald Trump.
He's threatening.
Yeah.
Have you ever, I know it's talkSPORT, but have you ever met a more polar, divisive guy than Donald Trump?
Honestly,
but Marmite, I mean, there's a fish, he was made Marmite, wasn't he?
We're going to get to the airport, Ali, to go to the World Cup. Everyone's going to get to the airport like that. You're not coming in. Where are you from? Glasgow? No.
I've cancelled the World Cup. Yeah. Thank you, Katie. Right, Brooklyn, if you're listening, we've got something to cheer you up. With the Super Bowl just around the corner, talkSPORT is giving you and a friend the chance to experience it live. Now, you've got until Thursday to enter the competition to win tickets to the Super Bowl, which is on Sunday the 8th of February. Return flights to San Francisco, 3 nights accommodation, and, of course, spending money. In just a few weeks, you could be soaking up the Super Bowl atmosphere and, of course, exploring the wonderful city that is San Francisco. Here's how to enter. For your chance to win, text WIN to 83338. Text costs £2.50 plus your standard network rate, or call 0343 418 7260. Lines closed this Thursday at 4 p.m. That, of course, is when you will have to answer your phone if it rings. 18 plus, UK residents only. Coming up, it's Joel versus Gabby, the rematch, and it could be feisty.
Aston Villa missing Tyrone Mings, centre back. Villa's bench.
Tyrone Mings, come on, mate.
Villa's bench: Lindelof, Bizot, Digne, Garcia, Bogard, Hemmings, a young lad, Buendia, Sancho, Marlon. Arsenal's bench: Kepa, Louis Skelly, Wanyeri, Jokerev, Martinelli, Brazilian superstar, Mads Wakey. God knows what he cost. Trossard. How dare you talk about injuries?
Fancied having a beer in the stands while watching your team at the Emirates? Well, this season you actually can, and not just there. You can do it at Anfield, Goodison Park, Stamford Bridge and Old Trafford too. But hold on, I hear you cry. Isn't drinking alcohol in the stands at Premier League games illegal? You're right, for the men's game it still is, but the Women's Super League is doing something different. And here's how we got there. Back in the 1980s, football had a serious image problem. The sport was plagued by violence, pitch invasions and beer-fuelled chaos. From fan riots at the 1980 Scottish Cup final to the Heysel disaster years later, things were unsafe and the consequences were disastrous. Then in 1985, Margaret Thatcher's government stepped in. They introduced the Sporting Events Control of Alcohol Act, banning alcohol in view of the pitch across England and Wales. Since then, many fans and clubs have called for the law to be relaxed, especially since other sports don't face the same restrictions. If you're popping down to watch the Red Roses roar at Twickenham, feel free to grab a pint on the way to your seat. Wandering down to Lords to catch some boundary bashing? Fill your boots with G&Ts. But if you were hoping to cheers your club's promotion to the Premier League with a Prosecco in hand from pitchside, sorry, it'll have to be tea or Bovril. In 2021, it looked like things might finally change. The government commissioned the Crouch Report, a fan-led review into football governance. One recommendation was to allow League Two and National League clubs to lift the alcohol ban to boost matchday revenue. But nothing came of it. Authorities still weren't convinced that fans could be trusted. And then in January 2025, something did change. The Women's Championship, now called the WSL 2, launched a trial allowing fans to drink in the stands. The reasoning? Well, fans at women's matches tend to behave differently. Less aggression, more family-friendly vibes. Now, the women's game is raising the bar, literally. Select WSL and WSL2 stadiums are allowing fans to drink alcohol in view of the pitch. It's been a landmark move, showing growing trust in fans and recognising that women's football is building its own culture. So could the men's game be the next to leave the 1980s behind? Well, maybe, if fans can prove they can handle a pint without pitching it at someone. Yeah, don't hold your breath. Until then, it's Bovril all around. Cheers to that.
Minutes past 7, this is talkSPORT Breakfast. Arnold Clark saving your next car in the real sale. It's the UK's biggest used car sale. Ally and Gabby with you this morning. Now, on the way this morning, here we go. What a show we've got lined up. Stay with us. West Ham fans, you will be able to reminisce on happier times when we are joined by 2023 Conference League winner Vladimir Tufal. With Thomas Frank possibly on the brink at Spurs, we'll ask the voice of reason, Jamie O'Hara, if he's... Who wrote this? If he's willing to give him a chance to turn it around. And Salford manager Carol Robinson will tell us if he had his sights on breaking Neil Warnock's record amount of games as a manager. Listen to this, I didn't know this until I read it when I was doing my notes before the show. He took charge. How many games do you think Carol Robinson took charge of on Saturday?
In total?
Yeah.
600?
800.
I see.
That is absolutely unbelievable.
Very good manager.
Absolutely unbelievable. Before all that, though, we're asking the question, are Arsenal about to stumble their way to the title? Surely not.
Half time at the Emirates. It's top spot Arsenal 0, bottom Wolverhampton Wanderers 0.
Oh, snow.
Boring. 1-0 to the Arsenal, the famous refrain that echoes round. Last 3 goals scored by Arsenal here have all been own goals. They only had one shot on target, Arsenal, and that was from the penalty kick. Everton 0, Arsenal 1.
Oh, snow.
Boring. And that is the final act of the match. It leaves a slightly bitter taste for some of the Gunners fans. It's finished at the Emirates. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0.
In order to win a Premier League, you have to have a little bit of art about you. I watched the game yesterday, and I was fundamentally bored.
To the City Ground, Forest 0,
Arsenal 0.
Boring. There's no vavoom anywhere on the pitch.
Vavoom, is there? Well, you know you're back in trouble if you're fundamentally boring, Simon.
I know.
Aye, well, you're in trouble. This piece is seriously, I can see it in front of me, here to wind up the Arsenal fans. Back to 0-0 draws in the Premier League for the Gunners. They've been labelled set-piece FC due to scoring the highest number of goals from corners. How can you possibly start criticising somebody for a plus? That's what we're trying to do here now. We're trying to criticise Arsenal for scoring the most amount of goals at set plays. What's going on in there with you guys? But they are top of the table by 7 points. So do their fans even care? I would imagine not. 03717 22 33 44. You know the drill, guys. That's the number. Arsenal fans, would you be happy to 0-0 your way to the title? Gab, the question here, are Arsenal stumbling their way to the title? Of course they're not.
I don't think so. I think they were up against a very good Nottingham Forest side who are fighting for their life.
Agreed.
They're fighting for points. That point could be crucial come the end of the season. And let's not forget, when Forest were at it and defensively organised last season,
I'm with you.
Nuno Santo, Milenkovic, Morello,
solid,
Nico Williams.
Solid.
Goalkeeper was great save as well from Saka's
header. Brilliant save at the header, it really was.
I know that they are still win 2 or 3.
Yeah. Okay, joining us now, somebody took an awful lot of stick from yourself, Gabby, last time he joined us. Yeah, believe it or not, I can't believe it myself. Having just beaten at the Arsenal, Villa beat them at 2-1 at Villa Park. So let's find out if he's ready to give some back as a good morning broadcaster, presenter, massive Gunners fan, Joel Beyers. Joel, good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Joel.
I'm doing well, thank you very much. Good morning to the both of you. Gabby, I've missed you. Where have you been?
I've been on vacation, mate, travelling the world.
Mate, I DM'd you, I had Christmas presents for you. I'm still trying to drop off your gifts, you know.
I've been travelling, mate. What's been going on? What have I missed?
Have you been travelling since Arsenal beat Villa? Is that it?
Right, I was hiding like you wouldn't imagine. I was so chirpy, Ali, when we beat
I know. And it was a proper going over as well.
Proper hiding, and I was like, my comments, honestly. Gosh. I was close to turning my comments off, Joel.
Listen, I didn't get a reply. I was looking at the teams. I was getting ready to read out your team. Konza, Matty Cash, Ian Matson, Tillsman. I was ready for all of it, man. But yeah, I've heard the segment, and I have to say, shame on you. Shame on anyone who came up with the idea.
Joel, tell me, mate, looking at the game at the weekend, it's a strange one. Because I read one article on a Monday morning saying it was 2 points lost or 2 points dropped. Now, that's obviously a half-empty way to look at it. I look at it the other way. I look at Liverpool drawn, Villa getting beat, City losing to United. Surely it's a point gain, doesn't it?
It is because of the results that transpired. If those other results didn't transpire and Villa, actually mounted a title charge, then they would have been 4 points behind, and then it's a different story. But because of other results, that's how it's transpired. And I have to be honest with you, Ali, I reckon that's why Arsenal will win the league. Not because we're going to be the most exciting team out there in the Premier League, but because other teams are really just not capitalising either. Like, we're not capitalising as much as we should do. We should be 12 points clear. But because everybody else is a little bit sloppy, Liverpool are not having the season they should, City are still finding themselves, Villa, what can I say? It gives us the massive opportunity to run away with it by the start of May.
Do you think, though, Joel, going on to tonight's game, that he should rest key players tonight? Because, Arsenal are going to qualify in the Champions League, probably going to finish top. There's so many players that probably need game time. And like you says there about the poor teams in the Premier League, even around Europe as well, no one's really at it like Arsenal are. Is this a time for Arsenal to capitalise and try and win as many trophies as possible?
100%. I really, really think that the Inter game is just an opportunity to share the minutes around. Yes. And you know what? Even if it doesn't have a massive effect now, it helps a lot later on in the season. There's a lot of games, and we can all agree, even yourself, Gabby, that Arsenal are one of the strongest teams in Europe. So we're going to go far in almost every competition. Even if you now count the League Cup, I'm pretty sure we'll have a decent run in the FA Cup. Champions League will make it to the knockout stages. I'm saying semis potentially. I think he has to share those minutes around and give the other players confidence, So yeah, 100% you're right.
I think, Joe, looking at it, I mean, Yeah, you've got. There's a balance. There's definitely a balance because Arsenal have been so far in this Champions League campaign. Have been nothing short of fantastic. I'm looking at it now. Played 6, won 6, 4-17. You've lost 1 goal. You know, kept 5 clean sheets. Yes, you've got to look after your squad for the league campaign. I get it, but at the same time, it's getting a balance because you want to keep the momentum going in the tournament as well.
Yeah, and you want to make everyone feel like they're part of it, you know? And it's an art, especially a few weeks ago, myself and Gabby were talking about how important it was to have like 2 squads and stuff like that. So you need to make sure that those players, they all feel involved. And look, let's be honest with you, you rest those players for Inter, you allow them to be ready for the game against Man United. And that's a massive game, you know? They're nowhere near us in the table, but, you know, they're still a team that's going to come in and work really hard against us, especially after their manager bounce win against Man City on the weekend.
What's crazy, isn't it, about when you talk about rotation, Ali, is like Lewis Skelly, Mosquera, Marino, Eze, Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, Trossard, Saka, Kepa are all on the bench. So if all those players started, it wouldn't even look like you're resting anyone.
No, but that's the one thing I would say to you, Joe, looking at, you know, certainly Arsenal and probably City as well, when they make substitutions and make changes for games, other teams probably are weakening their side ever so slightly. I'm not sure teams like perhaps Arsenal and Manchester City, Liverpool to a certain degree as well are.
Facts, spot on. I mean, look, if you, in my opinion, Marino should be starting ahead of Gyökeres up front. You know, but if you're taking off Gyökeres and you're bringing on Gabriel Jesus or Marino, to me, it's an even stronger team. And at the same time, you've got Eze, you know, who he hasn't played as much as he would have wanted to recently, but to swap him for Odegaard, I mean, that's luxury, you know, in 101. So hopefully those other players can keep on getting involved, and they're going to have moments, all of them, whether it be Gyökeres, whether it be Eze. We've seen him against Spurs now this season. You're going to have those players have those moments. But Madueke, you know, everyone's talking about Saka and his stats and how he hasn't done as much as they would have liked this season. But the reality is he doesn't have to. You know, you're able to share the load, and that was the issue before. Before we were relying on 1 or 2 players. Now, if Odegaard's not doing well, we can switch it around. That's not even including the likes of Ethan Nwaneri, you know, who's barely
can't get on the bench, can he?
Exactly.
Joel, have you heard from talkSPORT have said that when the season finishes, we're going to go straight into World Cup preview straight away?
That's not happening. I'm coming in the office. The funny thing is, you guys are lucky I didn't wear my shades this morning. The plan was for me to wear my shades. I usually have a fake cigar, but I didn't know what the rules were, if we're allowed to show them on air or not. But the shades are definitely coming out soon, trust me.
We're all in trouble, Ali.
Joe,
all in trouble.
Fake cigars are cool with me, mate. Don't worry about that. You well done.
Cheers, mate.
You enjoy the game tonight.
Thanks
for coming on. Thanks for your company this morning.
In a bit. Gabby, that present's coming.
Okay, I'm going to message you.
Now, coming up, we turn our attention back to the civil war at Manchester United. That's a bit strong. Are the fans getting fed up with their former player criticising the current team? Give us a call. It's interesting. I want to hear from the United fans on this one this morning. 03717 22 33 44. That is the number to have your say.
And welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We've been taking you through what should be another busy day of football. Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Tuesday, January 20th, and it is 19 minutes past 7 this morning. Now, Ally and Gabby with you this morning here on talkSPORT Breakfast. There's serious trouble at the Palace as the Eagles lost again at the weekend to stretch their run without a win. I didn't know this. To 10 games. They've also lost their captain Mark Gay to City. Manager Oliver Glasner has declared that he will be leaving the club at the end of the season, following Glasner's comments on Saturday, which weren't ideal, I have to say, that he was being abandoned by the owners. Former Palace owner and talkSPORT's finest, Simon Jordan, said it is right for the owners not to back him. I'm going to try that again. talkSPORT's finest, Simon Jordan, said it is right for the owners not to back him if he is leaving in the summer.
I don't take the terminology. He's used it, so I have to take it in context. I don't think he's been abandoned. I think he made his decision to leave in October. It put the club in an invidious position because you're then backing a manager in the January transfer window that doesn't want to be there. They've given him a £35 million forward in Brennan Johnson, whatever you think of that. So he hasn't got nothing, has he? The big thing for me is why haven't they tended to the Gehi issue? They knew Gehi was going to leave. They knew he was going to leave in the summer. They knew he was going to go on a free at the end of the year. They needed a centre-back. Whether they could have done a deal with Man City and taken Nathan Aki in exchange to be able to placate a manager that's leaving in 5 months' time, and whether Nathan Aki wanted to step down from Man City to Crystal Palace, who knows? But perhaps there's always a way you can manage a situation better. But I think both sides are in an invidious position. The manager deserves the right to ask for better support, and the club owners deserve the right to run the club the way they think is best for the long-term safety of the club.
Is that fair, Gab? Probably is, isn't it?
It is, but I don't like agreeing with Simon.
No, I'm the same.
Doesn't matter.
Nah.
Yeah.
He's probably got it right there.
He has, yeah. He knows his stuff, doesn't he? Unfortunately.
Yeah, let's move swiftly on for a game with Simon. Katie's back. How are you, Katie?
I'm very well. I think you were going to segue to someone else who knows her stuff. Is
Where?
But no.
Where? Who?
Should we play Dreams again?
Yeah, no. I'm sorry.
Oh dear. Right. We are talking about this battle between former players and current players at Manchester United. There is lots of noise about this in the papers and on social media today. It all started when class of 92 players Paul Scholes and Nicky Butt were speaking about Lisandro Martinez on their The Good, The Bad, The Football podcast. Here it is.
I wouldn't like to see him against Haaland.
Martinez against
Haaland.
You need
Haaland
Maguire back for that.
Pick Martinez up and run with him. It'd be like, you see a dad after school.
He'd score, then throw him in the net.
Running down the road like with a little... that's what it'd be like.
Right.
That's harsh.
That's harsh, but I tell you right now, that's the first time I've seen it. Now, I don't know what you two think. I can see they're taking the mickey. Right?
Yes.
It's obviously a podcast. Is it harsh? You better believe it, but they're having a bit of fun.
I think as well, when sometimes ex-players that don't need anything from a club, you can be an ex-player of any club, Ali, and you might be a legend of the club. If you don't need the club for work, then you can say what you like about them. I feel like that's what they're like. They don't.
It's interesting what United fans think, because my mate Francis, a big United fan, massive United fan, and he reckons the players have earned the right to have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
And it's difficult to argue with that.
Well, Alessandro Martinez says, I don't care what they say. They can talk on television, but no one says anything to your face. Ooh. He goes on to say, I told him already, if he wants to say something to me, he can come to me wherever he wants, to my house, wherever. I don't care. Well, this was Nicky Butt's response.
For me, we're a podcast. We talk about like three lads in a pub having a sort of conversation. Yeah. We're not on Sky doing commentary on a game. It's tongue in cheek. Exactly. It's quite obvious that Haaland's not going to pick him up and run with him. I mean, it's obvious that it's figure of speech. And I just think when someone gets so upset about someone in a media or a podcast saying something about them, to come out and start basically saying they can say what they want and doing that after a game and what else? Come to my house and all that. And it's like, grow up.
It certainly sounded like an invitation. What we call up in Glasgow for an old-fashioned square go.
But you are seeing it a lot from the Manchester United ex-player. Look at Roy Keane. To me, he's an angry, bitter man. The way he says about Alex Ferguson, legend Sir Alex Ferguson, hanging around like a bad smell. How angry he was at Johnny Evans getting a job. How angry he was at Carrick getting a job. Bringing up Carrick's wife during the podcast that he's on. Sometimes these players have got like agendas and like a bitter things happening.
Why is it always Manchester United former players? It's more than any other team, isn't it? We don't see this from the likes of Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool,
Rangers.
Spurs. I know we've got Jamie. You know, it's always Manchester United seem to have too much criticism from former players.
Jamie only played like 30 games. So.
Two you stay there because I want to take this a little bit further, if I may. 03717 223344 is the number to call to have a say on the United players and their comments regarding the team. Are you fed up with former players? Jonathan is a United fan. He's dialed that number. Jonathan, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, John.
The floor is yours, Jonathan. What do you think?
First of all, I've got to congratulate Gabby on a wonderful transfer window so far. Honestly, Gary, it's inspiring, mate. I've got to have a dig at him.
No comment. Right, I'm not biting, John.
I know, pal. I've got to have a go.
Yeah.
Right, boys, I think it's wrong. I think Scholes and Butt are disgusting. I don't think they have any class. What really said that to me when Nicky Butt came on yesterday, it's all three lads talking in a pub. No, it's not. It's two guys who are not on TV anymore and they're trying to make money on the back of new players. They're not on YouTube or doing a podcast to make everyone happy. They're there to take money. I love Roy Keane. He's an absolute star to me. But over the last 2 weeks, the way he's going on, to have a go at an old man sitting in the stadium calling him a bad smell, you don't bring people's wives into conversations. Right, the thing with Keane, unfortunately, in the football world, they all big him up like this big hard man. He's not. I've seen him in Manchester for 30 years, and it's wrong. Rio has class. Rio talks in a nice way, and Rio never badmouths the club. They're entitled to badmouth the way this club's been run and how disgusting it has been. But I'll tell you something else. I'd back the butcher against both of them. You'd have them both for dinner.
Brilliant, Jonathan. Jonathan, I'm going to move on to... We've got a lot of calls. Appreciate your call.
On, John.
Nice to hear your views. What about Lee, the United fan? Good morning, Lee. What do you think?
Good morning, Lee.
Good morning, lads. Yeah, Gabby brought up a pretty good point before. Like, these lads are saying stuff about the current crop of players, and they feel like they can say anything they want because they don't need anything from the club. If that's the case, why aren't they going towards the owners, the infrastructure, the main issue over the last 20-odd years? Jamie O'Hara does it because he knows he'll never get anything at Spurs again. So he goes after the main culprits.
True.
So why aren't these ex-players? They're only going after the current crop because they're putting them against the standards of what they expected at United when they were there. I won't be bothered, but Nicky Butt was the worst out of the 92. So I don't know why they keep going after the current crop. And sometimes the managers, it's fair enough, but they do step them out. They do go over the top.
Well, here's my question to you, Lee. My question would be, playing devil's advocate, are they not entitled to their opinion like everybody else?
They are entitled to their opinion, yeah. But at what point does that opinion come tiresome when it's attacking players every other podcast? Do they not have anything else to talk about? Anything? What about, like, I don't know, the Spurs demise? They've been going down for the last how many years, just like we have. But we seem to have turned a little bit of a corner. I'm not getting carried away.
It might have been a joke, Lee, but if I'm a player and I'm Martinez, I don't like the way they're speaking about me. You know, about like you're a little kid and Haaland's going to throw you in the net. I didn't like that.
No. Like I said, it's constant. A joke is a one-off to like 1 or 2 times, but not every podcast you're on and you're going at the players. It's getting tiresome now. It's boring.
Brilliant, Lee. Listen, thanks for your call. It's an interesting one. Differing opinions on it, Gab. I think the players are well entitled to their comments and opinions, but I just thought that was maybe a
Don't fall off that fence, Ali.
No?
You're rocking on it.
No, I'm telling you. Well, why are they not entitled to their opinion?
No, I get the opinion, but when it comes disrespectful and the way they're mocking Martinez and some of Roy Keane's comments, like, they've not been good enough. Hammer the players because they're not playing well.
But also, Martinez came and he actually played really well in response to that.
Yes.
So that's the best way to respond, to play well on the pitch, but then reward them for that.
Yeah. You've got to pat them in the back because that's the best performance I've seen from United in such a long time. I mean, that could have been 3-4, could have been anything you wanted.
I don't think you would go on a podcast and mock Rangers centre-half for being small and...
No.
I don't think
you might give them criticism and a bit of stick.
Because they're your team, you still love them.
But like you were saying earlier, you know, if you've got a criticism from players, from something you've said, you've got to stand by, pick up the phone and have that conversation, that adult conversation about it.
Do you know what? Yeah, 100%. The problem there, it becomes personal.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It's the borderline. That's always comes up, isn't it?
Is high.
Yeah.
Correct.
When you go over the line of banter and then it comes like borderline rude and personal, that's where it's where it's crossed.
Yeah, that's where the line has been crossed. If you're talking about abilities and talking about things on the football pitch, you're 100%, but you can't.
And maybe you can say that in the pub, but you can't say it on a platform that lots of people listen to.
Because or we end up talking about it for a week.
But as well, like even watching the game on the weekend and seeing Harry Maguire before the game bigging up Michael Carrick, and then Roy Keane straight away saying, well, he better play well, Harry Maguire. I bet you're backing him because you're in the team. It's like, I can see the bitterness of some of the ex-players. Just relax. If the team are playing bad, criticise them, but don't be personal.
Do you know the one thing United did get from Michael Carrick, and that was a reaction.
Yes.
No doubt about that. One game, one swallow doesn't make a summer and all that, but hey, what a start. The coming up, we turn our attention to the World Cup as Gabby has concerns over certain players' chances on current form. Who are they, Gab? We're going to find out next.
Sport is often filled with people trying to make a quick buck, often at fans' expenses. But sometimes someone on the fringes comes up with an exhibition idea that goes down a storm. Let me tell you about a couple of them. Mallorca 2007. Rafa Nadal and Roger Federer compete in what was dubbed the Battle of the Surfaces, a unique idea that reportedly almost got cancelled at the last minute when worms got into the grass. An 11th hour turf delivery got the match on, and despite some dodgy bounces on the new green stuff, Rafa and Roger slugged out a 3-set epic. Tennis has a history of exhibitions too, with the Battle of the Sexes in 1973 captivating audiences worldwide as Billie Jean King took on the former world #1 men's player Bobby Riggs, who talked down the women's game. Billie Jean King won. In motorsport, there was Monzanapolis in the 50s when American Indy cars went up against European F1 cars. But perhaps the best exhibitions have been the charity ones. In 1998, legends like Mike Atherton, Sachin Tendulkar and Glenn McGrath turned out at Lord's for a one-dayer in memory of Princess Diana. And since 2006, we've had Soccer Aid, which has raised an incredible amount of money. And if you get to see the likes of Jose Mourinho taking out Ollie Mers, then what's not to like?
Okay, Tuesday the 20th of January, Gabby, and the time is 7:35. This is talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally and Gabby with you this morning, and Arnold Clark's real sale. There's huge savings to be had in over 20,000 used cars. Now, we're just 6 months away from the greatest event in sport. Some would say the Olympics, but no. It's the World Cup, of course, so let's get in the mood with this all-time classic. Right, I'm never reading those links again. I'll tell you right now. Ed, I will never ever read those links again. You carved me right up. There's definitely be a party in the USA this summer. Gab, the closer it gets. What do you think? Are you confident? I mean, when I say confident, your team, your nation, could you win it?
I think we've got everything we need to win it. I'm not as worried as I was maybe a couple of years ago.
You think you've got a defence to win it?
I was about to say, I feel like with Conser and Gahey, the way they're playing, O'Reilly or Hall at left back, right back, Livramento if he's fit. We've got different options there. Reece James as well if he's fit enough. And I think we've got enough. I really do, but our top players have to turn up.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, mate. Well,
what you don't think so?
Defensively. I just think...
Still worried?
Yeah. I mean, could you win it? Yes. But you wouldn't be my top 2 or 3 to win it. Now, I didn't know this. You went through your badges with Ruben Amorim.
Yes. So
I went through mine with Vias Boas.
Maybe if they knew that, they wouldn't have given me. They wouldn't have paid 10 million for him. Well,
that's good. Where did you do it? Down in England?
Belfast.
You did it in Belfast?
Fast track course. 2
Lovely.
weeks.
Enjoy it?
Done them at Belfast. Lovely group of people done it with us. Mr. Best, his name, and he was fantastic. Loved it. There was loads on there. There was Alex Bruce, who I talked to Robinson about. There was Christopher Samba, Enjani, all these players. JT's brother was on it. It was a good laugh. A lot of drinking.
I know.
Like a stag do, to be honest.
It's good. So I enjoyed my badges. I didn't read their auntie, obviously.
Yeah, I've not used them since, but never mind.
Yeah, they're good, mate. They're good to have. You need to have them.
Yes.
They're very important. I think the bizarre thing is, somebody was telling me, I think I don't know, you probably be the same. I'm qualified to coach at any level.
Yes, am I.
Apart from kids.
Yeah.
I think you've got to get a special one for the kids, which is understandable. I get that.
I am now as well, because I help with my daughter's team.
Well done.
Yes.
Good on you, mate. Well
mate.
done. Right, we're going to find out just how much you learned, because I'm putting you in charge of England, right? And I'm going to ask you to decide which fringe players are on track to make it in the plane and which ones sadly don't. Right, we're going to start in defence.
Okay.
Right? Wow. I mean, I'm actually going to start at left back.
Yes.
Never mind defence. Lewis Skelly,
Yep.
Lewis Hall, Nico O'Reilly, Luke Shaw.
Okay. First one, Ali, I'm going to look at is Miles Lewis Skelly. I worry for him.
Mm-hmm.
One Premier League start this season. That's all. Even with Hincapia and Calafiore both injured, he's still not starting. Timber's playing left back and Ben White's playing right back. The manager's not trusting him at the moment. I don't give him much chance unless he changes the manager's side and gets some football. Big games, I'm talking. Not just Carabao Cup or FA Cup. If he doesn't start playing in the Premier League or starting Champions League games, I fear he misses out, Lewis Skelly.
Yeah.
O'Reilly, I think at the moment, I would say he's England's number one left back.
Probably agree with you
Thomas Tuchel likes him. Offers height as well, Ali, which is big. Set pieces. Offers pace as well. Aggression. One-on-one defending. He's very good as well. He's been out the starting team recently, though. I don't know if that's because he's been rested. I mean, Nathan Aki played left back in the last couple of games, and he's come on. O'Reilly. So hopefully he gets back, gets that left spot back, and I'm sure he'll be on that plane. Lewis Hall, I think he's the one that's going to threaten O'Reilly the most for left back. Recent weeks, he's got to the level last season, Ali. I think he's been struggling with injuries early on in the season, but 15 appearances in the Premier League. And what I like about him is technically, Ali, he's probably the best. Better than O'Reilly technically on the ball, but O'Reilly, I'd say, better defensively.
Would the other one come into the equation, Livramento?
Livramento can play left back. But I think when you got O'Reilly and Lewis Hall both starting for top teams in the Premier League and putting in very good performances, Luke Shaw, I think his time's over. I think he's had a great England career, but I don't see Luke Shaw breaking into that England squad. But definitely Livramento as well when he's back will definitely go on the plane.
Okay, it says into midfield here in the number 10 position. Dear me. I mean,
how many options?
Absolutely, dear me.
Yes.
I mean, you tell me, Palmer, Foden,
I know.
Eze. Do you play Bellingham in a 10?
Yeah, I know, Rodgers.
Morgan Rogers. He likes Morgan Rogers. Exactly. I've got to say to you, I like Thomas Tuchel.
I like him.
I really do.
I like him, Ali.
Impressive character.
Yeah, he's not going to just play players for the sake of it. And we'll come on to Cole Palmer in a minute, but like Eze, since he scored the hat-trick against Spurs, he's only played 226 minutes
off the bench
of Premier League football. In 10 games since that Spurs game, he's featured in 6 and an unused sub in 4. So I look at Eze. If he doesn't get Odegaard out the team and start playing more minutes, I worry for Eze as well. I know you've got credit in the bank with the manager, Thomas Tuchel, but you have to be playing, Ali. You have to be putting in performances.
I'm with you, mate.
So Eze, for me, is 50-50 at the moment. He has to do a lot more. I look at Cole Palmer. Listen, we had Olivia on last week saying Cole Palmer's got to go no matter what, but it doesn't work like that, and I don't think it works like that with Thomas Tuchel.
You better believe it doesn't.
12 appearances, Ali, 4 goals, 0 assists. 2 of the 4 goals have been penalties. I know you got to put a penalty away, but he needs to get back, Cole Palmer, to running games, everything going through him, getting assists, everyone talking about him. He hasn't got that yet. Yes, he's got niggles. I think it's a groin injury that looks heavily strapped, but he's not played much under Thomas Tuchel. He's not been making the squads, and then when he has, he's not played a lot under him. So I think he's 50-50 as well. He's got a lot to do. Thomas Tuchel won't take you.
You've got to tune in 50-50.
Yeah, he won't just take you, Thomas Tuchel, because
no chance.
You can come on and do something.
None.
How are you playing?
Thomas Tuchel. The one thing that Thomas Tuchel has got going for him in buckets.
Yes. Options.
But as the fact as well, I think that he's not English and he doesn't care.
Doesn't care. Foden.
Correct.
Foden's been start of the season not great. Yeah. Middle part of it, he's doing okay. But Phil Foden, Ali, 7 goals, 2 assists in 20 appearances, but he's not scored since I think it's the 12th of December against Crystal Palace.
Crikey, man.
In his last 6 Premier League games, no goals. And like that goes under the radar. He's had a little dip, got dragged at half-time in the Manchester derby. As the Manchester-born player, you wouldn't expect that. Pep's took him off. He's got to pick back up. But I don't worry as much for Foden because he's in the manager's plans, Thomas Tuchel. I'm with another player, Anthony Gordon. I think he goes no matter what.
I'm pulling the plug on this just now.
Yeah.
Because we're going to go to a break. We're going to find time somewhere on the show to continue this, right?
Yeah.
Because this is really, really interesting. We're going into forward areas. I think I agree with just about everything you've said, mate.
Yeah.
I would probably have, at this moment in time, I think Palmer just is ahead of Eze. And I think Foden's probably ahead of the two of them.
Yes.
And I think Rodgers is probably ahead of the three of them.
Yes. But here's one quick one before we go. Guess when Anthony Gordon last scored a goal from open play?
And you're going to tell me it's something like August.
15th of January 2025 in the Premier League. He's only scored penalties. That's not great. And,
No,
and he recently, Ali, he's getting dragged a lot from Eddie Howe. He's the first one to come off. He's got to pick up. The manager likes him, Thomas Tuchel. He offers a lot. He's quick. He can get at players. But that's not a good stat, mate.
Mate, I'm going to go to a break. We're coming back to this.
Absolutely, let's come back.
We're going to find time to come back to this. I'm really enjoying that. And don't forget, if you want to get your World Cup fixing early, then you can listen to our new podcast, How to Win the World Cup. I'm going to listen to that myself.
Who's on it? Jamie O'Hara and Cundy.
It's going to be Jeff Hurst. Jeff's the only one that can be on that. No, there's nobody else can be on that. Join 1998 winner apart. Oh, no, of course. Emmanuel Petit, he can win it, of course. And comedians Mark Ford and Alex Brooker with a new episode out every Thursday, wherever you get your podcast. Right, still to come in breakfast.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Doing what matters for the trade. Find your local branch at travisperkins.co.uk.
Yeah, Spurs game, big game tonight, home to Dortmund. We'll be hearing more from under fire boss Thomas Frank. He apparently went for a lovely lunch with the board yesterday. Here's a sneak peek of what they told him over a nice glass of red.
If you win tomorrow, no problem. If you lose tomorrow, no problem. We had a good conversation about life and football, the future of the club, everything normal like you do.
Excellent. Spurs fans, we were talking your calls this morning. You wanted to give Frank a chance to turn it around. And what exactly is the Spurs DNA at this moment in time? 03717 223344. That's the number to call. Give us a call. We've had some great calls already. Keep that going. That was a look ahead. All thanks to the brilliant Travis Perkins.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. Bricks on bricks on bricks. Over 40 million available to order with delivery to site. That's one less thing to worry about.
and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. Been taking you through what should be another busy day of football. Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Tuesday 20 January 7:50 talkSPORT breakfast here. Ally and Gabby with you this morning. Thanks so much for your company. Hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. The Australia Open tennis is now well underway down in Melbourne. You've been to Melbourne, Gabby?
Where's that?
Australia.
Oh, Melbourne. No, I've only been to one in Australia, Adelaide.
Oh, Adelaide's lovely as well.
Guess who burnt themselves and got in trouble? Stephen Davis from Rangers.
No. Devil.
Scottish coach says, don't take your top off. It's like peak of the summer. You're going to burn. He takes his top off, Ali, and he's pale, isn't he?
Oh, he's pale.
And he's that Alex McLeod's pale, and he burned.
Oh, what, Steve? What are you doing? Mind you, to be fair, I'm not sure I'd have been taking my top off. I can understand Steve taking his top off. Great player,
yes,
man.
Great lad as well.
Brilliant lad. Yeah. Brilliant lad. Now, Novak Djokovic clocked his 100th win at the tournament yesterday. Well, unfortunately, Britain Sonny Cartal, I beg your pardon, sadly lost a first round match in straight sets this morning. We're going to head over to our man down under, Will Hobbs. Will, good morning to you. What's the latest, my friend?
Good morning, Will.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, British number 2 Sonny Cartel won't feature in round 2 after she lost in straight sets, as you say, to 31st seed Anna Kalinske, 7-6, 6-1. Yannick Sinner will shortly get his title defence underway against Frenchman Hugo Gaston. Defending women's champion Madison Keys earlier lost the first 4 games of her first round match, but she recovered to come through in straight sets. The ballistic Ben Shelton also cruised through, as did the 5th seeds Elena Rybakina and Lorenzo Musetti. Can British number 4 Katie Bolter do any better than Cartel? She begins her campaign at 8 a.m. against 10th seed Belinda Bencic.
Well, before you go, I've got you on the line, mate. I want to ask you just a quick question. Gabby and I were sitting talking. I mean, that's an incredible Djokovic. Going back to one of, if not the greatest player to play the game, obviously up there with Federer and the greats. 100th win, absolutely remarkable achievement. But the question I'm asking you is this. He's not got another one in him, has he?
A 25th. I mean, yesterday he was absolutely sensational. He's won 10 times at the Aussie Open, so you think if he's going to get another one, notch another one over Alcaraz and Sinner, it might be the Aussie Open. He looked sparkling form yesterday. He moves so well. He's 38. He doesn't look it, does he?
No, it's absolutely fantastic. It's brilliant, mate. Enjoy it, mate. We'll be back to you soon. Take care.
Thank you, mate.
The Australian Open update on talkSPORT with TNT Sports. Every set exclusively live on TNT Sports. Subscription required. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Okay, we're moving on. Salford City take on Swindon Town in the FA Cup third round tonight, with a match up away at Manchester City awaiting in round 4. Salford boss Carl Robinson will be hoping to take his side through the 4th round for the first time in the club's history. He'll be buoyed by the fact that he took charge of his 800th.
Amazing.
It is 800 game in management over the weekend, beating tonight's opponent Swindon 3-2. And I'm glad to say Carl is joining us now. Carl, very good morning.
Good morning, Carl.
And most importantly, congratulations, pal.
Well done,
incredible effort.
Thank you very much. I don't know about that. I'm not too sure about congratulations.
Oh, it's amazing, mate. I tell you, honestly, 800 games is absolutely incredible. Now, obviously, brilliant result of the weekend. Fantastic result. I think you took up joint and points with Swindon. It's a great result for you the weekend. tonight's game obviously of massive importance to you. Have you watched much of Manchester City, mate? Did you see them against Exeter?
Ali, you called me last year, right, when we got the draw and we played Man City, and you said, you're looking forward to it? I said, yeah, I can't wait, really looking forward to it. We'll have a bit of a go. We got walloped 8-0, right? And when the draw came out, right, we'd been away for a few days with the lads, with the team, and we were all watching the draw, and it came out, and the lads just looked at me and said, you're not happy with that one, Gaffer? Oh, no, can't wait to watch you all run around if you get the opportunity.
I tell you, I know. I watched poor Gary Caldwell with the Exeter game, man. Honest, I mean, clearly, there's no expectation on you boys in terms of,
No, Ali, let's listen. Wednesday morning, right, I got a phone call. Thought, who's that? It was Gary Caldwell. Hi, mate, you okay? I don't know whether he was taking a mickey out of me, but he phoned me and he said, I just want to know what you did after the Man City game. I said, why is that? He said, well, you won 1 in 12 after it. He said, so I want to do the opposite to you.
That was good of Gary giving you a call from his padded cell, mate. That was brilliant. But in all seriousness, brilliant result of the weekend. We'll talk about the weekend's result. That was an absolutely tremendous result. 3-2 away from home down the road at the wee Ollie's Swindon.
Yeah, it was good. You know what? I know we never share the touchline with Ollie. We've done it quite a lot now. He's brilliant, you know. He's I think he's one of the best characters in football. Yeah, his enthusiasm for the game. I know we did 1,000 not long ago, and he's just someone that you actually enjoy sharing the touchline with. His enthusiasm still to want to win games of football. I really enjoyed it. And it was nice for us to win as well, obviously. It takes us into joint second. So we're competitive at the moment in the league, and tonight's a good opportunity for all the laugh and joke. We would love the opportunity to go back to Man City. I think it'll give the club another opportunity to showcase itself, maybe a little bit better than what we did last time. But it was we're doing okay in the league, and tonight's almost like an opportunity to showcase the club moving forward.
Carl, I want to ask you about your assistant, Alex Bruce. I know Alex, great lad, but if you saw him on his coaching badges in Belfast with me, Ruben Amorim, Chris Samba, I don't think you'd have him as your assistant, mate.
Hey, Carol, what about that for a trio? Amorim, Bruce and Agbonlahor. What about that?
Hey, let me tell you something now, right? He said the same about you. You're best staying on the radio.
That's why I haven't got a job in football, mate.
You know the funny thing about it is, though, right? Honestly, he's like Victor Meldrew. Honestly, he's hilarious,
yes,
but doesn't even know that he's being funny.
Yes,
you've got great people around you. Yes. Carl, you touched on it. I'm looking at the league right now. Obviously, Swindon sitting in second place on goal difference. Man, I'm down to 8th, from second down to 8th. 5 points on it, nothing in it, mate.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. It's competitive. There's some good players. Obviously, I think at the moment, Swindon just took a few good young loan players from the Premier League, so we're getting more of an opportunity. I think the lower you go down, it's a better level of coaching nowadays. For us, we've got an objective to try and get out the league automatically. I think the one thing we've got to start now doing is looking above us rather than below us. If you start looking below you, it can become quite fearful because everybody's so bunched up. And there's a lot of good managers. You've got Ollie, you've got Paul Cook. There's a lot of people in this league now that know how to get out of leagues as well. So we know how hard it's going to be, especially over this month as well. February, it's Saturday, Tuesday. And you can be second 1 minute and 7th the next, or you can be top only a few points behind, a few points teams below you. So we're looking forward to it. We've got some hard games coming up, and tonight's just a free hit really for every one of us.
Yeah, it's a great game to look forward to. Yes. Wish you the very best of luck for tonight and for the rest of the season, mate. And seriously, congratulations. Keep going. Brilliant effort.
Good luck, mate.
Best of luck.
Cheers. Thank you. Thanks, Gabby. Thanks, Ali.
Take care, mate. Absolutely phenomenal. 800 games.
Amazing. What about my coaching badge?
Oh, brilliant.
Ali, you saw some of the sessions. The poor kids we were coaching in Belfast for the schools coming over.
There's a train of thought you sent Irish football back 30 years with your coaching.
Me, Chrissy Samba and Ben Jarney trying to put on a session.
Oh man, I swear to God, some of the laughs. I remember I did it, right? I did it, and Archie Knox was one of the coaches taking it, you know what I mean? And one of the boys who remain nameless had to put on a session down at Largs, and he's put on this attack versus the French in the front, first third on the right hand side.
Just get at him.
So the boy says to him, he says, "How am I doing, Archie?" Right, I swear to God, gospel truth. Archie says, "You're doing fine apart from one thing." He said, "What's that?" He says, "You've got 12 men on the pitch." And he did. He had 12 men on the pitch. That was Salford boss Carl Robinson there. Coming up, we hear from Thomas Frank, who seems to be completely comfortable with his position. Should he be? Of course he should be. We'll discuss that next.
Everyone knows there are 20 managers in the Premier League, yeah? Well, actually, no. Around 3/4 of them are not managers. The terms manager and head coach are often used interchangeably to describe Premier League bosses, but they're actually two different jobs. So let's explain how and why. For years, fans referred to Mikel Arteta as Arsenal's manager, but I'm afraid technically...
I don't think so, no.
From his first day on the job, he was the Gunners' head coach. Let's pick a random moment in time, February 2025. Only 6 Premier League bosses actually held the official title of manager rather than head coach. Man City's Pep Guardiola, David Moyes of Everton, Ipswich boss Kieran McKenna, Southampton's Ivan Juric, Oliver Glasner at Crystal Palace and Leicester's Ruud van Nistelrooy were the only actual managers of their respective teams. Everyone else? That's right, head coach, including Ruben Amorim at Man United. He took over from Erik ten Hag, a man who had held the title of manager. Might come as a surprise that Amorim's appointment marked the first time ever that Man United had a head coach instead of a manager. But to understand why they made that decision, you also have to get what the difference is between a head coach and a manager. A manager's got a huge range of responsibilities. They're not just in charge of training and player lineups, they're also heavily involved in player sales and transfers. Critical stuff. But a head coach's role is far more focused on team training and performance on the pitch. So whereas Ten Hag was highly involved with decisions around transfers during his tenure, the intention was that Amorim wouldn't be, at least not on the same level. And as the sporting structure at Man United changed under Sir Jim Ratcliffe, people like Sir Dave Brailsford took charge of transfers instead. How all those roles play out in practice may be slightly different at different clubs though. On the other hand, the contracts of actual managers like Pep or Moyes had no limits on their job role and their involvement with transfers and contracts. But those guys are actually in the minority now, and it's a change that's happened pretty quickly. In 2019, there were only 6 head coaches in the Premier League, but by 2025, there were 14. A clear indication that more and more clubs are moving towards a model where the guy in charge is actually only really in charge on the pitch. And the way things are going, it might not be long before all 20 clubs have got head coaches, and the job position of football manager in the top flight is no more.
Okay, here we go, 8:05 this Tuesday the 20th of January. This is talkSPORT Breakfast. Myself, Ally McCoist and Gabby Agbonlahor, and we are joined, or supported rather, by Arnold Clark, saving your next car in the real sale. It's the UK's biggest used car sale. Lots and lots on the way for you this morning. Here we go, here's some of it. 2023 Conference League winner and former West Ham defender Vladimir Tufal will join us to discuss that night in Prague. What a night that was. Life at West Ham under Davy Moyes and what he thinks of the current situation. I'll bet he's suffering like the rest of the West Ham fans. And 2024 World Champion Kieran Wilson. Looking forward to that. I watched a lot of that, Gab.
Yes.
We'll be here to chat about his victory over John Higgins in Sunday's snooker final. Well deserved. John didn't play his best in the final. He said that himself. We'll ask him about his beloved Chelsea too. Good lad, Kieran. Didn't know you're a Chelsea supporter. All that to come and more. But now, there's trouble at Tottenham. 14th in the league, only 1-1 in the last 7, and a fan base completely divided. During the home defeat to West Ham on Saturday, the Spurs fans were singing "Sacked" in the morning towards Thomas Frank. Not ideal. However, it appears Thomas Frank's job is safe for the moment.
I haven't heard any situation like that in football where I say, hey mate, if you win tomorrow, no problem. If you lose tomorrow, no problem. We had a good conversation about life and football, the future of the club, everything normal like you do. Of course, there's a little bit... how can you say, stormy weather out there. I just think it's an extremely good sign, because normally people are running away if there's bad news or bad weather coming. They're normally not coming in and being friendly for lunch.
What do you think, Gab? I mean, they can't keep on sacking managers. It's as simple as that. You cannot keep on sacking managers.
No.
Surely, if you look at the managers they've had, I had them done yesterday. Where are they all, man? It's remarkable when you think about it. Mourinho and Nuno and Poch and
they've spent money since Poch has left. What is it? 800-900 million? Like they've spent money, but some of the money they've spent.
What is the biggest problem? Is it Is it plain and simply recruitment? Is it upstairs? Is it?
I'm tired of going upstairs and blaming this. Daniel Levy's left now. They can't blame Daniel Levy. The club do invest. Yes, they don't buy the elite players, but they do buy top players. The players aren't performing.
Well, that's my question to you, mate.
The FA Cup game against Villa.
You're saying they buy top players, right?
Yep.
I don't think they do. No. I don't think they buy the best.
Yeah, not the best. I'm saying like
they buy very, very good players.
Very good players. That's not top players. Very good players, not elite players.
Yeah,
they're not going. Yeah. Chelsea aren't buying elite players.
Well, they've changed their model.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Manchester City, they want to go and get, Semenyo's the best, one of the best in the league. Gay's one of the best in the league. I get it. Liverpool do the same. Arsenal, Eze, one of the best in the league. Spurs are going to get Simmons. Chelsea, and ahhing over him. Okay, we'll go and get him. Moani, okay, yeah. PSG don't really want him. Went out on loan, was it to Juventus? Done okay. Okay, we'll go and get him. So that they're getting Tell. Bayern Munich don't want him for a reason. Get that into your head.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich don't want him for a reason. You go and play 30, 40 million for him. And now, talking about Tell, he's absolutely fuming, Ali, because at the start of the season, he wasn't put in the Champions League squad. Then in December, he was put in. Now he's been taken out for Solanke. And apparently he's fuming. And his agent.
Well, you would be, wouldn't you?
Of course. But, like, you signed me for decent money and I'm not in the Champions League squad.
My question is this, right? I'm looking at the front four. I mentioned it yesterday. Odegaard, Seaman, Tell, and Colomiani through the middle himself. Good players, right?
Not scared of them, are you?
Yeah, but you're not terrified.
No, you're not.
You know, there's not a Haaland.
You're not doubling up, are you?
There's not an Ekitike. You know, there's.
You're not looking at Simmons and like, I've got to double up on him. He's a problem. Like Morgan Rogers, look at him and you're like, yeah, you know what? We got to look after him there. Simmons, you're like, yeah, he can worry about the defensive midfielder. Odegaard, okay, was at Burnley. He's not at the level. Tell for me doesn't turn up. Moani, Richarlison, what they need and haven't got him back this season. Maddison's back next season. He starts in front of Simmons every day of the week. Kulusevski starts.
Listen, I've said it.
Get him up to speed.
100%.
Judge the manager then.
It's not an excuse, but I think Spurs, as much as any team, I've got a reason in forward areas. They're missing 3 players that walk into the team straight away.
Richarlison not good enough, even though he's the top goal scorer. He's got 7 Premier League goals.
Yeah.
He's
you
not
know what
at the
Richarlison is going to give you. You know, he's not going to get you 20 league goals, 25 league goals. He'll get you the odd goal. Of course,
and also, Ali, yes, it's not great in the Premier League, but a win tonight and Spurs could move into the top 8. They're only in 11th. They're on 11 points. 8th to Atletico Madrid on 12. They're only 1 point behind the top 8.
Yeah.
So it's not all doom and gloom in the Champions League.
No, it's not, but you're looking at that game tonight, you think to yourself, where's that victory going to come from? I mean, Dortmund scored they got a late winner against, I think it was St. Pauli at the weekend. I think they might have been 2-0 down and come back 1-3-2.
But Ali, if I'm Spurs, look at Villa last season. Champions League was everything. They're beating top teams. Tonight, treat it like a Champions League game. It's like their Champions League game. Sometimes you look at them and you're like, it's not Europa League. You're in the Champions League. You're not going to be in it next season. So this season, make the most of it. Bring some great nights and atmosphere for your fans. At Villa Park, you was there for some unbelievable when Rangers are played in Europe and big games. Do you know what I mean?
I think, never mind the team obviously did, but the Villa fans totally just grasped, and embraced that whole Champions League thing. And it was amazing.
Champions League music. I remember being at the ground, Ali, and you're waiting for that Champions League music, and then it's like, all right, the fans, totally different atmosphere from any other game I've been to. Spurs fans can create that tonight, but it's hard when the players aren't giving nothing on the pitch.
No, I'm with you. Well, one of the key problems Frank's facing is the amount of injuries at the club. There's no doubt about it. Even Pep Guardiola would struggle if his best players are injured, according to Frank. Take a listen to this.
You all search for answers. You ask me for answers, I for answers. It's not like, why are we not scoring? Why is it not dropping for us? Why are we not putting to the top corner? Why is that sometimes a little bit you're in that spell where it's not going your way? That's part of it. Are you still working hard? Are you still trying hard? Are you still believing? Which I see signs of clearly in every game. And then, of course, I think even the best coach in the world, Pep Guardiola, say, I'm nothing without my players. I'm nothing without the best players available. And I think it's fair to say they haven't been available enough at the same time the whole season, which makes it a little bit more tricky. But hey, no problem. I'm happy to take the blame as long as everyone support the players.
Well, that's a fact. I mean, whether you're happy to take it or not, that's where the buck stops at the coach and the manager. We're going to head to the phone line 03717 22 3344. That's the number to call. Andy's a Spurs fan and he's done just that. And he wants to be say good morning, Andy. What are you thinking?
Good morning, Andy.
Morning, fellas. Hi, Gabby. Hi, great show, by the way.
Thank you very much, Andy. What are you thinking of the situation, mate?
I think, first of all, I don't think we've got the God-given right to say we're a top 6 side at the minute. We're not. We haven't got a squad good enough. It showed it last season. All right, we won the Europa League, but that was... Ange was purely focused on winning that tournament and nothing else. So he sacrificed the league position to win that tournament. But we finished 17th last season. We're not going to all of a sudden finish in the top 6 with the same squad. We brought in Xavi. We didn't really bring in top quality players into the squad, and you can't blame that on the manager. You know, there's been great signs from Frank. When we played Man City and we played them off the park, you know, the first game of the season away, that high press game, the 2 games against PSG, you know, we lost both games, but we played brilliantly. So it's there. We just got to give the guy time. You know,
it's an interesting one, mate. Apologies for interrupting you, but it's an interesting one there because you make the point. And you know something? I actually agree with you. However, the flip side of the coin, Manchester United, who I think finished, was it one above you in the league last year? And they've got rid of Amorim, and they were sitting, what, 5th or 6th, and they've got rid of him. So I do take your point, but they obviously saw it differently.
Yeah, they did. I understand that, but we've got a really bad reputation of as soon as the fans turn on the manager, that's it. There's that reaction that the board make and they sack the manager.
Yeah.
We've just got to, just for once,
yes, I agree.
We've just got to support the manager. It happens every time. The only manager we didn't do that was with Poch, and he didn't have a great first season, but what he had was, and everyone's saying, yeah, we need to get him back, fine, but he had an unbelievable young squad, probably the best in the league at the time, you know, and he developed them. We had Kane, Eriksen.
You haven't replaced Son, have you? I mean, the amount of games Son won for you, that pace off that left-hand side, Odegaard, Tell, Moani, not good enough.
We need to, like, Richarlison, Odegaard, Tell, Moani, they're not good enough.
No.
They're good players, but they're not good enough to really make a huge difference in the team. And I think we've just got to remember that. And I think some of the Spurs fans just look at things in black and white. You know, we're not winning games. We should be up there in the top 6. No, far from it.
Moani, 0 goals in 15.
Andy, great call, pal. Really appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time to call. And don't forget, Spurs versus Dortmund is live on talkSPORT tonight. And we're going to be hearing from another Spurs fan who's actually not happy. He's not happy with Thomas Frank. That's coming next.
Welcome to talkSPORT Goals and taking you through what should be another busy day of football. Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
I'm enjoying it this morning. Great stuff. 8:19, Tuesday 20th January. This is great fun. This is talkSPORT Breakfast. Ally and Gabby with you this morning. I'm going to head back to the phone lines. Thomas Frank said in his press conference that we'll not be sacked even if they lose tonight. What do you make of that? Spurs fans, John has given us a call. Good morning, John. What are your views on that, John?
Good morning, Jonathan.
Morning. Yeah, when you listen to what that little clip you just played, right, and Thomas Frank turned around and said that he had a chat with the owners, talks about life, talks about football. And one of the things they talked about was if you win tomorrow night, no problem. Tonight, sorry. If you lose tonight, no problem. Well, it is a problem because we are losing week in, week out. Week in, week out. You cannot have that mentality. You cannot go forward with a mentality. If we lose, there's no problem. I'm sorry. That's why you're failing at the club. And my second point is, Gabby, you'll know about this. You being Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Johan Lang, when he was at your club, what position were you in the table? You were struggling and fighting relegation with his recruitment till you got rid of him, and then you went up. And that's the situation Tottenham are in. Johan Lang is overseeing our transfers, and we are now in a relegation battle. Get it right. We're playing Burnley. We could lose the next 5 after that because our fixtures are terrible. We lose the next 5. We are banging it. I'm telling you.
I do feel sorry for you fans, though. The performance against Arsenal, the performance against Chelsea, then West Ham, one of your bitter rivals, you lose to them. They can't buy a win. Like, do these players not care about the fans at all?
No, it doesn't seem that way. But that's the mentality that Thomas Frank is breeding throughout the club. That's the mentality that the owners are breeding. If you win, no problem. If you lose, no problem. It is a problem. It's a massive problem.
John, I think you're absolutely spot on. And whether the wording, the message has got lost in the wording, but the wording saying no problem is a big mistake. You're correct.
Massive. Absolutely massive. If that's the message they're trying to get over to the supporters, they're not doing themselves any favours because, technically speaking, we put the heat up on Levy to go. Levy's gone. He was part of the problem. But the main problem is Enoch, the way it's run, Vinal, Johan Lang with the recruitment, the whole club from the top to the bottom needs a proper shake-up.
Look at Villa against Everton, right? Unai Emery walked straight into the tunnel and he looked like he was shaking with anger. After the game, he couldn't speak in his press conference after the game because of anger and just didn't want to say the wrong thing. And you see other managers and
clearly it was
the way Thomas Frank is speaking like that. If we lose, no problem. It doesn't sound great, mate.
No, he's a winner. You're right, Henry. Wherever you look at it, he is a winner. He wants his team to win. He wants the club to win. I'm sorry, that don't exist at Tottenham. That's why we're in. That's why we're in the situation we're in now. It's because of that attitude.
John, great call, mate. I'll be there tonight. Mate. I'm looking forward to the game tonight. Wish you all the best tonight, pal. Thanks for your call.
Cheers.
Okay, we're going to lay this odds with Coral and, of course, the one and only John Hill.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for the fans this season. 18+, gambleaware.org.
A very good morning, John. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Ali. Good morning, Gabby. Yeah, really good form, thank you, gents. Looking forward to tonight's Champions League action.
Some great league action. Well, you heard John there, a very frustrated and passionate Tottenham supporter.
Yeah.
And they're at home against Dortmund tonight, John, who I think they scored a late winner. Well, I do know they scored a late winner at home against St. Pauli at the weekend. And their current form, Tottenham, not good at all, mate. What can you tell us?
No, and they're going to be up against it tonight, to the odds, because Dortmund are favourites. They're 7-5 to come away from the Tottenham Stadium with the victory. It's just been a miserable month for Spurs, hasn't it? You heard there from the caller. It's just been desperate, particularly at home. Yeah. Their performances against the home fans. I saw a little bit of the action against West Ham. They were really, really poor with Spurs. So they're going to have to improve tonight because Dortmund are a good side.
Big game as well. Because Dortmund,
it is a big game.
Dortmund and Spurs are on the same points, 11, 1 point off Atletico Madrid. So big game for both teams to try and secure that top 8 finish. No playoff.
Yeah. That's right, and they've got to do it at home, haven't they? They can't rely on away performances in the Champions League because it's tough wherever you go in this competition. So they need a result tonight. I think you're quite right, Gabby, and they're just a little bit shorter than 2-1. Thomas Frank under massive pressure, isn't he? And we'll have to see how long that continues. If they get beat tonight and their form just continues to decline, I think they may well be looking for a new manager, Spurs.
Might be the case, John. Couple of other sides away from home. You're looking at Manchester City and obviously the Arsenal. You'd suggest they might just have the toughest game of all, Inter Milan.
Yeah, absolutely. Never easy to go to San Siro, is it? We know that. They were beaten there 1-0 last season, Arsenal. But were you there? Yeah. So a tough place to go. But look, the Gunners are a different breed this season. They're 50-1 to win the quadruple. And you think about it, they're 7 points clear in the Premier League. They're in a good position against Chelsea, the Carabao Cup, and they're 6 from 6 in this competition. So brilliant season for Arsenal. They're 17-10 to keep that up tonight and continue their 100% record. Inter Milan 13-8, the draw 11-5. And then just to cap it off, Manchester City, I think he'll make changes tonight, Pep Guardiola. Very poor in the Manchester derby, weren't they, on Saturday?
Yeah.
But I think he'll give probably some of his fringe players the chance tonight in Norway. They're 2-5 to come away with a victory in that one.
John, there's some excellent games, just having a quick look, some excellent games this evening out with Champions League football with Carl Robinson on there. Obviously, Salford did a brilliant result at the weekend, winning down at Swindon against Ian Holloway's Swindon 3-2. That's the game I would ask you about. And then we can move on to one or two in the Championship, if you may. What can you give us for the FA Cup tie?
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely. For fantastic Championship. Just got that one. I've got that top of my list. Coventry, obviously, top of the league at the moment. They're 3-4. Odds on at 3-4 to prevail at home to Millwall.
By the way, that's a game, John. I'll tell you right now, that is a game. Yeah. How well are they doing, Millwall?
Brilliant season, absolutely fantastic. And you say that's going to be a tough test for the league leaders, who their form's not been as good in January, has it? They've just lost a few on the spin of Coventry, so they'll be hoping to bounce back. So that's an absolute cracking game. And what else have we got tonight? Wrexham against Leicester, that'll be a good one. Wrexham 6-5 to beat Leicester. And you mentioned that FA Cup tie there, Salford versus Swindon. Salford 21-20, they're favourites to beat Swindon tonight. Swindon 12-5, the draw 27-10. But it's always competitive, the Championship, isn't it? You just feel it's one of those leagues that anybody can beat anybody in their day, and it's you always get good competitive games.
John, it's a fantastic league, one of my fawfavourite, mate. You enjoy your day. Thanks for your time again this morning, mate.
Thank you, John.
Cheers, boys. Have a good one.
Brilliant. That was a look at latest odds with Coral. 18+, gambleaware.org for sure. Now, coming up, West Ham, you won't want to miss this. One of the players that helped you lift a European trophy joins us. Vladimir Tufal is with us next on talkSPORT Breakfast.
The Coral Daily Download on talkSPORT with Coral. We're here for the fans this season. 18+, gambleaware.org.
We know sport is full of money, and when it comes to exhibition matches, it is the cash involved that gets them off the ground. But that's what makes it even more annoying if the event falls flat. When Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul, 65 million people streamed it on Netflix, but many people complained of buffering and freezing, and the fight itself wasn't that great either. So fans got shortchanged, while Tyson and Paul took home around $60 million between them. Another one with a huge prize pot was Tiger versus Phil in 2018. That had £9 million. But again, the pay-per-view had streaming issues. Miking up the players was an anticlimax too, and the golf itself was bang average. When Ronaldo went to Saudi, we all knew money was the driving force, given his salary of £177 million a year. But then they thought, let's get Messi over for a game. So we had PSG versus the Riyadh All-Stars. Both the GOATs were past their best, but PSG still lined their pockets, charging fans a few pounds to watch it on their official channels. Although it wasn't quite as bad as the 75 quid pay-per-view where Mayweather fought McGregor. I feel like what we really need is constantly high-quality action delivered to you for free. And that, my friends, is called talkSPORT.
Forward to this. Okay, 8:32. We're back early from the news. We went to the news in time, of course. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark. Save on your next car in the real sale. It's the UK's biggest used car sale. Ally and Gabby with you this morning from 8:45. We're taking a closer look at the England forwards. I really enjoyed that wee crack earlier on. We'll take it a little bit further. Which players could be in danger of not heading to the World Cup in USA? And there are some big names in there, as you can imagine. And if you fancy a trip to USA, time is ringing out to enter our competition for your chance to be at the Super Bowl. Tickets, flights, accommodation and $2.5 grand spending money. Just head to talksport.com/win to enter now. I am absolutely delighted. We are now joined by this man.
Who's released Bowen, who's running through on goal, he shoots and scores and wins the Europa Conference League final for West Ham United. Their 43-year wait for a trophy is going to end.
What a night this is going to be for every single claret and blue supporter.
The 90th minute, and I'll sort me out.
Let me tell you, the greatest night of my life, honestly.
Declan Rice grabs the Conference League trophy, thrusts it into the Prague night.
Those West Ham dreams, for once, didn't fade and die.
They certainly did not. Now that's right. This man won the Conference League in 2023 with West Ham during his 5-year spell at the club. Their first European trophy in 58 years. Vladimir Tufal joins us right now. The club progressed to the final, unbeaten, 1-13, drew 1, and won the competition, defeating Fiorentina 2-1 in the final to claim their first major trophy since 1980. And it's a very good morning to Vladimir. Vladimir, good morning. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Hey, good morning. Good morning to all. How are you?
We are very well. Vladimir, we are doing exceptionally well, but I'm not sure we're doing as well as you. I mean, tell me, first of all, how much are you enjoying being at Hoffenheim at this moment in time? sitting third in the league. Brilliant result of the weekend. Wonderful free kick, early free kick in the first half. Berger scored the free kick, left foot. I watched it. Great strike. 1-0 victory. Things must be going really well.
Yeah, right now it's really a pleasure to be here. You know, we are enjoying our football. We have a really good coach, and we set up our targets for the seasons. And quite right now we are a bit overplaying, to be honest, our targets, but we want to keep going and keep pushing as much as we can, because it's not absolutely possible to be much higher in the Bundesliga than we are right now. But we are all enjoying right now the moment, and it's really, really pleasure.
So you should, my friend. But here's my question to you. You said you're enjoying it and things are going really well, and you said you had your targets. Surely you're beyond your targets at this moment in time. Can you keep it going?
I hope so. I think the biggest benefit from our football is that it's not a random. You know, we know what we want to play. Our style of football is really demanding, like from a physical point of view, and I think we know what we want to do. And what we want to achieve. So it's gonna be really difficult to keep going like we are going like now, but I believe so that we can do it.
Vladimir, Hoffenheim's gain is West Ham's loss, because I think you're a top player, mate. Yep. We're all shocked that West Ham let you go. How did you find out that the club didn't want you anymore?
It was really difficult for me. You know, I'm still not beyond this decision. I still feel a bit not betrayed, but disappointed. Mm-hmm. Because I still think that I could bring something to West Ham, and obviously for my family and for everyone, it was really, really tough decision. I said it many times already, and very, very tough.
Well, you said it was a tough decision, Vladimir, and I get that totally. But what people sometimes don't realise, it's not just a decision that affects yourself. For example, I'm thinking about the family, and a little bit the reports I was reading. Your son obviously was on the youth academy at West Ham and things like that. So it's not just a big move and a disappointment, if you like, or a new chapter in your life for yourself, but it's an upheaval for the entire family. How did they take it?
Yeah, exactly what you said. Like, if I was just with my wife, for example, I would say to her, like, okay, they made a decision. It's we are disappointed because we love the city, we love the club, and everything. But with the kids, it's quite more difficult. You know, they made a friends and everything, and especially for my son, he just signed for West Ham Academy, and he worked really, really hard. You know, every day we've been on the travel for individual coaches, athletic coaches, and everything. So I know how hard he worked. You know, to be signed with West Ham, and suddenly when he signed, he did a big ceremony, and I announced him like we are leaving in 3 weeks. Yeah, so for him it was like. Unbelievable, like how disappointed he was. He didn't speak with me, so it was also difficult for me to explain him why it's not like absolutely on me, my decision that I want to leave, but it's just it's a part of the football, and I think what he experienced in such a young age, it will help him to the future.
Vladimir, what a lot of neutral fans can't understand is how successful West Ham were winning the Conference League, and to now looking like they're going to get relegated. Is it recruitment? Is it a lack of characters like yourself that are at the club?
It's really difficult to rate the situation right now, because obviously I'm not in the changing room. Obviously I have some information, but I cannot publish it, so yes. It's difficult. Of course. But I really hope that, or not hope, I believe that this Tottenham result, Tottenham booster, will keep them up. I really believe. I wasn't in the doubt that they will survive this season, and it doesn't matter if they finish like, I don't know, 17, 16, but I really believe so that they will stay up, because West Ham doesn't deserve to be relegated, and with the fans, stadium, and everything, it's unacceptable for me.
Absolutely. Vladimir, I was going to ask you, I mean, you look back in that success in Europe, right? And I would imagine it must have been one of your highlights at the club. Clearly, it's disappointed you to see certainly the decline in the club since then. Were you a little bit surprised at the time after the success that David Moyes moved on, for example?
Yeah, it's also a really difficult decision to take, because I think David was, or Mr. Moyes was the best or the most successful manager in the West Ham history, I think. I am not sure exactly. But he won the European trophy after 58 years, and despite the people not being happy with the result, maybe with the results, some results in the last season, but the game and the performances we played or how we wanted to play, they weren't happy with that, but we still had some really good results, like, for example, like the season he left the club, we still beaten, I don't know, Arsenal away, and I think Chelsea at home, Liverpool or something like this. I'm not sure. Yeah, and I think, I don't know, it's why he didn't extend his contract, or it was the board decision to take him off. But yeah, it was now it was probably the wrong decision.
Vladimir, I know what your answer is going to be for this question, because as a football player, you go and play on any pitch, but there's been complaints about the fans, about the stadium. It's too far from the pitch. It doesn't have the atmosphere. What was it like for you playing at home for West Ham?
Obviously, I didn't experience the Upton Park, unfortunately. Yeah. I think I would love it, and it's only I think one regret I had in my West Ham career, that I've never played in the Upton Park, because what Nopes and Cressy told me that the atmosphere was unbelievable, and the teams were really scared to.
I was scared, Vladimir. I was scared to go there. Very scared.
And me also, Vladimir.
Yeah, so I would really love to play there, at least for once. And it's not. I'm not sure if it is not possible to create the atmosphere, in the London Stadium, because, for example, when we played Sevilla European night, or when we played Leverkusen, the stadium was rocking, the atmosphere was, I don't know, the stadium was bouncing, and I think people were really enjoying the atmosphere. I'm just, not sure what about this is, now, obviously, the old Upton Park, what I can hear from the fans now, maybe I'm talking more now with the West Ham fans than when I was a player, that they feel that this stadium doesn't have a West Ham soul, so yeah, they, it's a difficult, like, I exactly don't know what the fans were promised and what they got, but I think the stadium is nice, all right, big. Obviously, it's not a typical English stadium, but it's, for them, is not an Upton Park, what I absolutely understand.
It's amazing, Vlad. I've written down here, Upton Park, the old bowling ground. Let me tell you, you would have loved it. You'd absolutely loved it. It's funny how life works and football works, Vladimir, because obviously the story back in January, I think West Ham and Potter rejected a potential move for you to Fulham. It's funny how life works, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly like it's a part of the football, like some of decision doesn't make sense for you, so, like, for example, like don't let me go to Fulham. Obviously, I could stay in London with my family and everything. Stayed in the Premier League, and then they could still get some decent money for me 6 months before end of my contract, and they decided to don't let me go without any word. And then in 2 months or 3 months, they announced me that they will not extend my contract. So it was the decision I didn't get. But yeah, it's a part of the life, part of the football. The football is bringing you some strange decision, weird decision, but you have to deal with that. And still keep pushing and be positive.
Has your son forgive you yet, Vladimir?
I hope so. I hope so. No, like, for example, now we've been in London for a winter break after the Christmas, and when we visited a game against Fulham, and when they started to play the bubbles on the beginning of the game, he was crying. He was crying a lot.
Bless him.
Well, it was difficult, but yeah, I hopefully he forgive me already.
Vladimir, I'll tell you when he forgives you. He'll forgive you when he sees you running down that right wing in the Champions League next year. That's when he'll forgive you, mate.
I hope so, mate. I really hope so.
That'd be fantastic. Listen, we can't thank you enough for your time.
Thank you very much, Vladimir.
And continued success to you, mate.
It's been a pleasure to talk with you guys. Yeah.
Thanks very much. You, mate. All the very best, mate. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a nice day, boys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. That was brilliant. Former West Ham defender, now at Hoffenheim, Vladimir Tufal there. That was brilliant. He's loving life, and so he should. They're flying. I just watched the highlights against Leverkusen there. Great goal to win it, early goal. Let's look ahead now, Gabby, to the next hour of the show with Benchmarks.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Benchmarks Kitchens and Joinery. Get trade prices on kitchens to suit all styles and budgets at Benchmarks.
Okay, we're going to be asking Gabby why he possibly fears that Anthony Gordon has played himself out of the World Cup squad, and Gabby has also prepared a speech to help Spurs fans understand exactly what their DNA is. And David Seaman, Big David, will join us as we take an in-depth look at the title race and whether there will be any challenge to Arsenal this season. Of course there will. That was our breakfast preview with Travis, Perkins Hire.
Superstar Breakfast preview on talkSPORT with Travis Perkins. With 250 hire branches nationwide, it's easy to hire at Travis Perkins.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals and taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Okay, what time we got? 8:50. We're going to I'll tell you what time it is. It's exactly time to go to Will Holmes, who's got the Australian Open. Will, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Ali. Thanks very much. Yannick Sinner is in action. His quest for a third straight Aussie Open title is underway. He served his way out of 3 break points in game 1 with a couple of brutal aces against a fired-up Frenchman, Hugo Gaston, whose backhand's been a thing of beauty. But Sinner means business, and he has the break in the first set, which he leads 5-2. In the Margaret Court Arena, though, British number 4 Katie Boulter has had a shocker early on against Belinda Bencic. Her serve's been taken to the cleaners. She's been bullied by the power of the 10th seed, and the Swiss took the first set 6-love. But Boulter is on the board in the second set, which is at 1-1 on serve. It's after British number 2 Sonny Cartel was eliminated earlier in straight sets by 31st seed Anna Kalinskaya. There were also wins for defending women's champion Madison Keys, both 5th seeds Musetti and Rybakina, and the effervescent American Ben Shelton. Brazil's João Fonseca, however, failed to progress. He was undone by world number 85 Elliot Spitzeri.
The Australian Open update on talkSPORT with TNT Sports. Stream every set live on Discovery Plus or watch TNT Sports channels on EE, Sky and Virgin Media. Subscription required. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Fantastic, well, thank you very much. Now quickly back to World Cup. Put Gabby in charge of England earlier to decide which fringe players could miss out on a spot in the plane. We're moving to forward areas quickly. Possible fringe players, forward areas: Anthony Gordon, Jared Bowen, Ollie Watkins.
So Ollie Watkins, listen, he started off the season not in great form. Then he picked it up. That Brighton game was the one where he scored 2 great goals. Listen, he wasn't at his best on the weekend, but I look at options: Delap, Watkins, Calvert-Lewin, Solanke's coming back from injury, Danny Welbeck. I think Ollie Watkins is the best option. Still got 7 goals in the Premier League so far this season. He's got experience. That goal against Netherlands in the Euros was the semi-final.
Don't mind it.
He's got experience, but he has to continue with form, because I wouldn't put it past Thomas Tuchel picking extra wingers than just strikers for the sake of it.
Well,
Joel Bowen.
He's got to take cover for Harry Kane, right?
Of course.
He'll probably take 1.
I'll 100% take 1. He won't say 2.
No.
Unless if there was 2 standout.
Yeah, I think the squad's a little bit bigger. Now, I might be wrong, but I think it might be 24.
There's so many wingers available.
Yeah.
Like someone like Bowen, for me, 50-50. But if Bowen,
it should be a tragedy, by the way.
Yeah, but if Bowen's scoring goals still to the end of the season,
he's got to come in.
Then I think he takes in before a Calvert-Lewin, before a Welbeck, before a Delap.
I think Bowen can give you 1 or 2 options.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Welbeck's got to come into the reckoning as well. With Watkins, I mean, it's Welbeck's. He's like a red wine, man. He just get better and better.
Yes.
His goal up at Old Trafford, I was at the game, absolutely terrific.
Unbelievable, left foot bang.
Yeah,
I think Gordon is the one that stands out for me, because I'm watching his body language when he's getting taken off by Eddie Howe. Doesn't really look like he's up for it at the moment. Thomas Tuchel likes him, plays him, but he needs to start scoring goals. Yeah. No goal in over a year from open play in the Premier League is wild.
Not kidding. Okay, mate, don't forget, if you want to get your World Cup fix in early, then you can listen to our new podcast, How to Win the World Cup. I'm going to listen to that just for the name. The name's attracting me.
So far off.
The name's pulling me in. Join Matt Ford every Thursday morning, where he's joined by guests such as 1998 I've got it now. Emmanuel Petit, 2002 winner, Kleberson, and a number of comedians too, such as Alex Brooker. That'll be a great fun. Listen, no doubt about that. And of course, Germany have got the ball rolling with the potential boycott of the World Cup due to Donald Trump's antics. It's 1 year of Donald Trump being back in charge today, if you can believe it. He's been quite quiet. It's been a quiet year for Donald, to be honest.
3 years.
I'm delighted to say that joining us now to continue World Cup chat is someone known for his Trump impression. We've only got Matt Ford himself. Or is it Matt Ford? I'm not so sure. Matt or Mr. Trump.
Good morning, Matt.
First of all, a very, very good morning to you. But, I mean, you must be concerned about 1 or 2 of the nations boycotting this World Cup.
I just want to say good morning to my 2 favorite DJs, Ally Pally and Gabby Logan. You're both fantastic. You're the best. You're 2 of the best women in radio. And I think you're beautiful. You ever want to come to Air Force One, I'd love to entertain you both.
What the listeners never saw, Matt, was that wee face you pulled right at the end. Which killed it, mate. I said, don't think it went unnoticed, mate. The wee face at the end went unnoticed. Brilliant,
You got to do the face too. He does those little wistful things. I think Ally Pally's probably the best. And not only the best now, but probably the best there's ever been.
Matt, my visa won't go through. Can you help me out, please, Donald?
Gabby, whenever you want to come and visit, you're more than welcome. It would be a pleasure to detain you, and I'll tell those Ice Boys they can do whatever they like, and you're gonna love it.
Oh, Matt, brilliant! Tell us a little bit about the podcast, mate. It sounds a lot of fun as well.
Oh man, do you know what? It's really good. Is every week we take like a different element of how to win the World Cup. So dealing with penalties or pressure or the media, and people like Emmanuel Petit and Kleberson coming on. The stories they tell you about when they won the World Cup and the players talking to Petit about Zidane and what it was like playing with him and the impact that he had. So, like, as a football fan, it's amazing getting these stories out of him. He's a really funny bloke as well. And he's gone on. You know, he's funny. Brilliant. He's philosophical. He's spiritual. You know, you get all these new sides out of people, and of course, we're just desperate for England and Scotland to do well at the World Cup. So it's the fever is, you can sort of feel the atmosphere starting to build now.
Well, that's what's going to. My next question, clearly, to you, Matt, was, I mean, the headline of the podcast, how to win the World Cup. You will have, you're aware of the fact you will have listeners north of Carlisle. You know that, don't you?
yeah. And obviously, we can't call it how to get out of the group. It's not quite the But, you know, obviously, I'm a big fan of Scotland, Ali, as I'm sure you're aware. And so we are catering, hopefully, to both sides of the of Hadrian's Wall.
Does he go into detail as well? Because I've done a few shows with Emmanuel Petit. I think he's amazing, like you said.
Great, isn't he?
Does he go into detail of like the headspace you have to be in to go and win a World Cup, the pressures?
He does, yeah. And as well as being like a really funny bloke, he is a really deep thinker. Mm-hmm. He gives you really phenomenal insight into what it's like to play in those games and the difference. And actually, a lot of the logic that we have here, I think he doesn't agree with. I think he's like a really sort of left field thinker. And also, what is interesting to him and Kleberson and others is they really do respect England as some of the players that we've produced and as a force. It's just about whether they think, I think at this stage, talking to them, we're only a few episodes in, I think they think so much of it with us is mentality. I think, we've only done 4 or 5 episodes, but I think they think our mindset is basically what has held us back for so long.
I don't think that's daft, actually. Yeah, I mean, you're maybe not wrong. Matt, listen, we're out of time, mate. I could talk to you all day.
Oh, what a pleasure.
It's lovely. I hope it goes well.
Thank you, Matt.
And your team's doing all right. Good result of the weekend.
Oh, I thought Forest were fantastic against Arsenal. I mean, we could do the striker, obviously, but I just thought we were phenomenal. I think Daichi's doing a great job.
Brilliant, mate. Take care. Continue success. Lovely to talk to you.
You Reds.
One more reminder, you can listen to the new podcast, How to Win the World Cup. Join 98 winner Emmanuel Petit and comedians Matt Ford and Alex Brooker with a new episode out every Thursday, wherever you get your podcast. Now, coming up, we turn our attention back to Spurs. What is your DNA, Spurs fans? Gabby's going to tell you that next.
Aguero, Solskjaer, Deeney, Watkins. Sure, you know all about those last-minute goals, but have you heard the one about the on-loan goalkeeper who saved his temporary employers from disappearing out the Football League and into almost certain financial oblivion? Back in 1999, Carlisle United, managed by Nigel Pearson, were fighting to stay in the Football League. Carlisle's finances were precarious with a capital P that season, leading to a scenario where, with 3 games to go, they had to ask the FA to sanction an emergency loan deal to bring in a goalkeeper. Swindon Town's Jimmy Glass arrived at the club. His efforts in his first 2 games earned the Cumbrians 2 draws. Those vital points meant that Carlisle went into their final game of the Division 3 season, now League 2, needing to beat mid-table Plymouth Argyle in front of their own fans and hope their relegation rival Scarborough didn't win against Peterborough at home. The game at the McCain Stadium finished 1-1, and with the same scoreline at Brunton Park deep into injury time, Scarborough's fans invaded the pitch en masse, believing their Football League status was secure, convinced they'd done enough to stay up. However, there'd be one more plot twist. Carlisle won a corner in the dying seconds, and up came Jimmy Glass. In one of those you couldn't make it up moments, Glass scored from a rebounded header and was promptly swamped by teammates and thousands of fans who quite simply couldn't believe what they'd just witnessed. As for Jimmy Glass, he became an overnight celebrity, but he never played for Carlisle again, and his playing career never really kicked on after that defining moment. He took on various jobs outside of football before finding his way back into the sport as player liaison officer at Eddie Howe's Bournemouth, and most recently the general manager at non-league Wimborne. Not the fairy tale ending to one of the most Hollywood moments in football, but the name Jimmy Glass will live on forever as the scorer of that goal, arguably the most important in any club's history.
I just want to say good morning to my 2 favorite DJs, Ally Pally and Gabby Logan. You're both fantastic. You're the best.
Brilliant.
Oh, mate.
I could sit there and listen to him all day with that Trump accent.
I like people that put a smile on your face. Different class that was.
Just asked him about Greenland.
Right, it's great one. What did he say? He was going to he'll take you in and detain you.
I'll be happy to detain you.
Oh, that was brilliant. Now, 5 minutes past 9, Tuesday the 20th of January. This is talkSPORT Break with Ally and Gabby. And Arnold Clark's real sale. There's huge savings to be had on over 20,000 used cars. Still to come this morning. We'll ask how Crown Masters champion Kieran Wilson, how he plans on spending his 350 grand winnings after his triumph at the Ally Pally. Well deserved too, Kieran, well done. Arsenal legend David Seyfan Seaman will tell us if 2 successive 0-0 draws in the Premier League is a worry for the Gunners. I wouldn't have thought so. And Gabby will teach me what a Nepo baby.
Oh,
is that right? Have I said that right?
Absolutely.
A Nepo baby is after Brooklyn Beckham broke the internet yesterday. But our attention now turns back to Spurs. Since the West Ham loss, we've had callers saying Thomas Frank needs to go, bring back Ange to the end of the season. Harry Redknapp saying a manager sackings need to stop, which is right. And Spurs and there needs to be a focus on recruitment. That's right, that's correct also. We've even had fans saying that Jamie Harrow could do a better job than Thomas Frank because he understands the DNA of the club. Now, our producer wrote that knowing I couldn't help but smile at reading that. So with that in mind, Gabby Agbonlahor alongside me has been taking a closer look at the DNA of Spurs and what it actually means. Gabby, the floor is yours.
Win your first trophy in 17 years and sacking the manager after the trophy parade. Still blaming Daniel Levy after every loss, even after he's left the club. The club captain calling out the board again. The best player fighting with the fans. Having an amazing stadium, but never selling it out. Jamie O'Hara shouting Spurs are back. To dare is to boo your own team. Every player is injured most of the time. Demanding attacking football, but moaning when it's too attacking. Coming out in the second half to a pathetic nursery rhyme. Wanting Poch back, calling him a Chelsea traitor, then wanting him back again. Drinking pints that pour from the bottom. Reaching a Champions League final and losing it within 30 seconds. Wanting to lose a game to delay Arsenal winning the title by a season. Call themselves a cup team, but barely ever win any cups. Spursy. The end.
By the way, I'm going to take issue because they should be in the Champions League for pouring pints for the bottom. I just can't believe it every time I watch it, man. I could watch it for hours.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Put that pint thing in and it fills up for the bottom.
Ali,
it's genius. I mean, that is Champions League material. It's Champions League material. I don't care what anybody says.
Can I read out like our next guest, what he's got here?
Yeah, you carry on, mate. Please carry on.
2009 League Cup runner-up with Spurs, Jamie O'Hara, the face of talkSPORT Golf, entrepreneur and sports bar host. Entrepreneur. Don't make me laugh, Jamie.
By the way, listen, Jamie, a very good morning.
Morning.
But you should not be the face of anything.
Morning, boys. Are you done? Are you finished? Yeah,
Sorry, mate. Are
you done going on talking garbage? Gabby, when you've got an actual brain, you can broaden the horizons out to different things. I mean, you only can ever play football because you were quick, and you can only do talkSPORT because Ali and Alan carry you.
Teach me, Jamie, how to be a businessman.
Jamie, I've got to ask you, in all seriousness, right? The quote that I woke up to this morning said from Jamie O'Hara that you were an average player, right? But nowadays, you'd be far better than average with the players that are about today. I mean, I'm with you, mate. I think that's a very fair comment.
McCoist, let me tell you, I'll be worth 50 million in today's age, mate. I've been
what currency, Jamie? What currency?
I wouldn't have to do that graveyard shift at 10 p.m. if I was playing now, mate. Let me tell you.
By the way, you wouldn't be worth 50 million lira.
I can't believe Gabby has got the cheek to talk about DNA, right? Because he needs to worry about his own DNA and watch that receding hairline he's got.
No, Jamie, don't be nasty, mate.
Jamie, in all seriousness, when Harry read that on yesterday, right? And Harry, as you know, great, fantastic, one of the best managers, coaches we've seen in a number of years.
Legend.
I think he's right, mate. You can't keep sacking managers at Spurs. I mean, with a lad on today who wants to give, Thomas Frank more time, and I understand that, but the problem has to be deeper than just the manager and the coach.
Yeah, Ali, I keep saying it. I want to back a manager. I really do. I want to back a manager. And I liked Thomas Frank when he come in. I thought he's good in interviews, done really well at Brentford. But I just don't think, I don't know if he's out of his depth, Ali. And, and you can keep saying you can't keep sacking managers. But, Spurs are a big club they don't have ambition. And it's got to be better. And I just think that with Thomas Frank, you can't be 14th in the table, losing at home to West Ham and expect to not get criticism. You keep saying I want to back a manager, like Arteta, like Arsenal did. I would stick with a manager, but Thomas Frank, for me, I just don't know if he's the guy. I really don't. I'm struggling to get my head around, his style of play, his philosophy. Of course, there's other things, you know, behind the scenes with recruitment and players coming in. You know, are they good enough? You know, do they have the mentality to go and be top players at Tottenham? You know, that's questionable, of course. But a manager's you've got to have a manager who knows how to get the best out of group. Look, I take the mick out of Gabby, right? Unai Emery has got the best out of that group of players.
Yeah.
They're playing at 100% of their ability, right? All of them. And that's why they are where they are. And that makes Unai Emery a great manager.
Jamie,
Spurs ain't got that.
What I don't get with Spurs as well, the manager, but more the players, is that you're putting in dreadful performances. You can't win the game at home, but against the rivals, Arsenal, pathetic, Chelsea, pathetic, and then you lose to West Ham. Bitter rivals. Come on, give the fans something.
Gabs, listen, mate, it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. It really is. Like, we are the laughing stock of the Premier League right now. We really are. And that's why it ain't acceptable. Spurs fans, you know, they've had enough of it. It can't keep being this bad. You know, and we can't just keep being a laughing stock. I look at Aston Villa, and, you know, Spurs, Aston Villa are a massive club. Spurs are similar, right, in terms of the size of the club. They've got a manager in there who knows how to get the best out of his players. Spurs ain't got that. You know, and the problem is, though, Gabs, Unai Emery, he's going to end up leaving your mob because they spent 96% on wages. They can't earn any more money, but they're still paying for you.
You know what, though, Jamie? Jokes aside, I do think that if Villa can't find a way or the rules don't change, you know what I mean? The manager at some point is going to say, like, do you know what I mean? My hands are behind my back here. I can't get my club to the next level. Frustrating for him.
Yeah, but you've had your moment, you lot. You've had your little time.
He can't help it, can he? No. He speaks wild, then pipes up.
Unai Emery is going, mate. He's out the door. He ain't staying at a football club where he has to sell Malin for 20 million to Juventus just to balance the books. Yeah, and look, Ali, there's only one person to blame for Aston Villa's problems right now, and he's sat next to you. 70 grand a week he was earning to chase his touch out of play.
If they want that money, Jamie, it's in Vegas, mate. They can go get it.
Brilliant, pal. I'll echo what you said this morning. You were, in fact, I'll add to it. You said you were an average player when you played. I'd add another word to it. I would have said bang average. Mate. Great to talk to you, pal. Enjoy your day.
Sunderland, McCoist. We remember you at Sunderland.
We'll give you the final word of that one, mate. Let's have a quick word the other end of the table. Man City getting the Gate deal over the line, all over the back pages this morning. 300 grand a week. You handle that all right? Would you?
I don't know how many bank accounts you'd have to open. Ali.
One.
No.
One large one.
What a big one. There's going to be a lot of money coming through.
How can you help me? How can you get your head round that?
I had to go to the cash point after payday. At the cash point at Sainsbury's outside. Oh, okay, it's come in. It's nice.
Okay, we're in.
Just a 1.2 million comes straight.
I mean, it's mental, isn't it?
I know, isn't it?
I mean, I just can't.
Imagine sign-on fee. I remember when I was my first professional contract sign-on fee. It was 20,000, and I remember going to the cash point alley and be like, "Oh my god, look at that! Oh my god."
Mine was.
Oh my god!
I tell you what, mine was.
To myself.
Mine was 500 quid.
That's it.
It's St Johnson, and by the way, the boys reckon they got overpaid.
And they're probably going in now. Mark Gay's probably looking in his bank and saying, "Oh, the sign-on fee's coming. It's 1.2 million."
It's amazing. I was on 12 quid a week.
Oh, I had half the value.
Loved it. Yeah. Loved every minute of it. That was brilliant with Jamie Hart, I've got to say, as normal. Yeah. That was a look ahead at January transfer window in partnership with QuickBooks.
Transfer window. Breaking news on talkSPORT with Intuit QuickBooks. Tackle your self-assessment and business admin with ease all year round. Search QuickBooks to find out more.
and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
That's hilarious. 20 minutes past 9. I mean, I'm getting on to HR. The text I've just received for Jamie Hara. I'm taking it. I'm taking it to the bosses. I'm taking it to HR. Diabolical, Jamie.
Yes, shocking guy.
And by the way, Jake has just messaged in to say the word I was looking for before average was below rather than bang.
He couldn't get around the pitch, mate.
Oh, he couldn't. He
couldn't run.
He struggled, didn't he?
It was like he had a pair of Timberlands.
Did he have a weight problem?
Yeah, he had everything.
I mean, he looked at.
He had everything problem. Every problem he could think of, mate.
It was like, it reminded me of one of, remember the space hoppers you used to have?
Yeah.
He reminded me of one, a space hopper with wee legs.
He had a great left foot, but like he had little legs.
Yeah.
He all got little legs.
Very
and
little
he just couldn't get around the pitch.
He couldn't get. It's a shame, man. Isn't it?
Ali, honestly,
you and I tended to glide over the surface.
I remember Kevin Davies coming short once, turning and sprinting past him. Bolton v Spurs, Google it.
20 past 9, talk from Ally and Gabby with us, man. It's time now for this.
Be there for Super Bowl 60 on talkSPORT.
What a song. What a song. That's Scott McKenzie, no? I said that last time. Let's go.
I can't even guess because every time this happens, Ed will say in my ear.
Francisco.
Ali, you'll say in my ear Bon Jovi to every song.
Quite right. If you're struggling, Bon Jovi's a guess. Right, I'm still waiting for Viv to give me the permission, but you have the chance to go to the Super Bowl for Rams. Get there. I would love to get them. You could win return flights, 3 nights hotel accommodation, 2 Super Bowl tickets, and spending money. But hurry. Entries close this Thursday, so get your entry in. And here is how. For your chance to win, text WIN to 83338, Gabby. Text costs £2.50 plus your standard network rate, or call 0343 418 7260. That's 0343 418 7260. Lines close this Thursday at 4 p.m. That, of course, is when you must answer your phone if it rings. 18 plus, UK residents only. This is a network promotion. Full T&Cs at talksport.com. For your chance to win, text WIN to 83338 now. Lovely wee happy tune that. Now, we are very lucky to be joined by a man who got his hands on the second third of the snooker Triple Crown as he won the 2026 Masters over the weekend. Kieran Wilson beat John Higgins 10-6 in Sunday's final at the Ali Pali to clinch the Paul Hunter Trophy and 350 grand to boot. And I'm delighted to say that Kieran is with us now. Kieran, very good morning. Congratulations.
Good morning, Kieran.
Good morning, chaps. How are you?
We're in brilliant form, but probably not as well as you. I watched it, mate. I watched it over the weekend, thoroughly enjoyed it. And my limited snooker knowledge, tell me, I thought and felt you were always in control in the final. Is that fair?
You know, I don't know about that. You're playing an all-time legend like John Higgins. I don't think you're ever in control. I was exhausted, Ali, to tell you the truth. I'm wearing a Whoop band, and it tracks all of my metrics. It tracks all of my numbers, my sleep patterns, everything. And I knew going into the final from winning 2 nail biters 6-5.
Wow.
That I was in the red zone in my recovery, so I knew I was shattered. But yeah, just left it all out there.
Well, you mentioned that, mate, but I was looking at John's quarter-final and John's semi-final as well. I mean, it really was nail-biting stuff. It was a great tournament.
Yeah, I really think it was. I think there was, you know, it was incredible. The first round, every game finished 6-2, which is frightening.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, me and John came through some real tough battles. I think John beat Judd Trump 6-5 in the semis, which was a real tough game. I won 6-5 in the semis, and I won 6-5 in the quarters against Neil Robertson. So, like I say, we were both on our reserves, I think, for the final. But for me, it was an honour to play an idol like John Higgins in the final.
Kieran, I want to ask you, what is more nerve-wracking, playing in a Masters final or the potential of watching your 2 sons play in the Under-14s Championship?
Do you know what, Gabby? I've actually just had like the entry info through this morning. So just as they're about to shoot off to school, I was telling them the format of it, and they're buzzing now. So no, do you know what? The butterflies are going for that. I can't wait for them to go through it. I remember doing it all as a kid. Very special times. But for me, the Masters at Alexandra Palace, it's a packed out crowd for every single session, you know, right in the middle of London. And yeah, it's a phenomenal place to play snooker.
Karen, there's a lovely wee story as well, which we'd like you to explain regarding your cue.
Yeah.
If you would.
Unbelievable, really. Felt like I was kind of on top of the world last season, reigning world champion. Went on to win 4 titles, started the new season winning the Shanghai Masters. So, yeah, felt like I was sort of dominating, conquering the world, and went for a routine tip change. And unfortunately, a cue maker snapped 5 inches off the top of my cue.
It's amazing.
I've got a question here from failed darts, failed professional pool player, Andy Goldstein. You said you had cheesy fingers from eating Wotsits at the final. Did they help you win?
Yeah, I actually seen him on the entry. Yeah, I want you to pass a message on to Gale Force for me, actually.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for him to sort out a personalised video message from Robbie Williams to my youngest son, who is a super Robbie Williams fan, and he promised me that, so I'm not happy with Gale Force.
Oh, interesting.
And not a lot of people happy with Gale Force, Kieran, I can tell you. Now listen, here's the most important question, mate. It's been pretty well documented, even before the great victory at the weekend. Your own health issues, you had 1 or 2 problems with them. It looks as though the great news is you're back to full health. Importantly, how are you feeling and where are you in your life, mate?
Yeah. Obviously, you know, winning a beautiful trophy like this is massive for the confidence and the self-esteem. You know, me and my wife were actually starting up an initiative where we're actually going to try and look at helping families in the snooker world and other snooker players where they have a support system. You know, if anybody's struggling with mental health, people don't see what the families are going through behind closed doors. You know, especially on the snooker tour, we're kind of off to the Far East, you know, week upon week. So, yeah, we're looking at doing that. So that's going to be a very positive step for everyone, not just myself. But yeah, no, I'm delighted that I've managed to win this beautiful trophy.
And just as importantly, how's your mother with that added bit of crystal she's got to clean now?
I had to ask her if I could have it for today's interview, actually. So no, I've promised her it's going to sit on a dining room table for the next year until I have to give it back and get my replica.
Good on you, Kieran. Magic, mate. We're all absolutely thrilled for you. Many congratulations. Thoroughly deserved, mate.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Anytime. We didn't even get a chance to talk about his Chelsea, but that'll come up now.
Yes.
Anyway, coming up, we turn our attention to the Champions League tonight. Inter versus Arsenal is live on talkSPORT 2. But here is a man who's won plenty of trophies for the Gunners, expecting plenty of trophies this season. That's the question we're going to be asking David Seaman next.
Here are some of the best sledges in Ashes history. Let's start in 1933, Douglas Jardine versus Yabba. Jardine, the notorious captain of the Bodyline series. Yabba, some bloke in the stands who became so famous he now has a statue at the SCG. When Jardine was swatting away flies on the boundary one day, Yabba yelled, "Oi, Jardine, leave our flies alone. They're the only friends you've got." Next, Warne versus Strauss in the Edgbaston Cauldron 2005. Strauss shouted, "Come on boys, he's struggling here," when Warne misjudged the delivery by Ashley Giles. Warne then told Strauss, "Say one more thing to me and I'll hit the next ball for six." Strauss obliged and Warne walloped an enormous six over square leg. Night-night, Straussy. Bowler Jimmy Ormond dealt a stinger to Mark Waugh, brother of Steve, in 2001 when the Aussie all-rounder told him he was nowhere near good enough to play for his country. Ormond replied, "At least I'm the best cricketer in my family." Tough. Wicketkeeper Ian Healy issued one of the great lines after Steve Waugh told Ricky Ponting to field right under the nose of Nasser Hussain. Healy remarked, "That could be anywhere within a 3-mile radius." Poor Nas. And then there's Dennis Lilly on Geoffrey Boycott, who he beautifully described as a man who fell in love with himself at a young age and has remained faithful ever since.
officially have not got a clue. I don't have a clue.
Neither do I.
I've been accused of lying, but I don't have a clue. I am being told it's Justin Bieber with Baby.
Oh, great tune back in the day.
Was it?
Yeah. Was it Ludacris on it with him? Yeah, Sue.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I think it was Ludacris.
It's a bit of you, Alan.
Ludicrous you asking me that question to tell you there's not anything else. A bit of Justin Bieber and Baby. They're playing while we're playing because apparently I'm about to learn what a Nepo baby is.
Okay, Ali.
Take the floor, mate.
A Nepo baby, short for nepotism baby, is the child of a famous or influential person, like an actor, musician, producer, or a politician, who gains career advantages, opportunities, and success in a similar field due to their parents, connections, wealth, and status. Now, Mr. McCoist, do any of your sons use the surname McCoist to their advantage?
Quite the opposite, to tell you the truth. Quite the opposite. But unfortunately, the name, it's not a Smith or a McDonald.
Stands out.
It stands out. And bizarrely, it doesn't work for you.
Some names stand out. It can go either way, can't it?
Oh, it can go either way. 100% it can.
I said to my kids,
there's no doubt about it.
Your surname can go either way.
No doubt about it.
You might get some help because of your surname, but go the opposite way.
You better believe it.
You're not getting this job. How dare you apply? How dare you apply for this job?
You better believe it.
Get out of here.
So we're saying that the Beckham carry on. I mean,
there's some people in this building that are Nepo babies.
Dave Paisley, Dave was on, sent us a message earlier. Valid point. We better respect. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't go slaughter mum and dad publicly.
I totally agree.
Do you? I mean,
I just
some things should be kept in house, and I know what families are like. Families are different. Anything can happen in a family, but keep it indoors, surely.
Yeah, because once you come public like he has, I was reading him on his stories last night on Instagram, and there's not. Is there any way back, Ali? After
there has to be, because I'll tell you right now, mum and dad always, don't care what happens, have to have their arms open.
Really?
Yes.
Alan barely speaks to his brother who lives in Australia.
Well, that's wrong. Brothers are different. Brothers are different.
Fall out of them.
Mum and dad can't close the door.
Yes.
I just think there always has to be a way back.
I
mean, if a parent closes the door on a child,
does it depend what they do though?
To a certain degree, probably. I mean, it's your flesh and blood. I think you've got to have open arms for them. I really do.
Yeah.
No matter what age and no matter what stage in life.
What talkSPORT presenter's surname would you least like to have?
Brazil.
I know mine's not great. Ali Brazil, Ali O'Hara. Imagine being called
Ali O'Hara.
Oh. Ali Agbonlahor sort of goes, isn't it?
I like that.
Ali Agbonlahor.
I like that. I like Bonlahor.
Glasgow.
Rolls off the tongue. Now we're going to head over to a man who, without doubt, would not have any public fallout with his family because he's over in Australia and he's covering the Aussie Open for us. Will Hobbs, how are you?
Hi, Ali. I might bump into Alan's brother, who knows? But it's a bit like the Ashes here in Melbourne. If day one was a day for the Brits, days 2 and 3 have so far been the opposite. Sonny Cartel, the British number 2, is out in round 1 after a straight sets defeat. Katie Boulter, the British number 4, was blown away 6-love in her opening set against 10th seed Belinda Bencic, and the Swiss is serving for the match. So Boulter is facing a second match point. Meanwhile, Yannick Sinner, who's going for a third straight Aussie Open title, was flying in his round 1 match before his gutted French opponent Hugo Gaston retired after Sinner had sealed the second set for a 2-love lead. Defending women's champion Madison Keys passed safely through. Rybakina, Musetti and Shelton are also through, but Brazilian João Fonseca is heading home after defeat to world number 85 Elliot Spitzeri. So Sinner through, Osaka up next, and Boulter battling to stay in it, facing a second match point against her.
The Australian Open update on talkSPORT with TNT Sports. Every set exclusively live on TNT Sports. Subscription required. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Excellent coverage again from Will now. It's been a remarkable season for Arsenal so far, and Mikel Arteta 7 points clear at the top of the table and top of the Champions League. So don't forget that either. Next up for the Gunners, really tough one. I was there the last time. I think they could beat 1-0 in the San Siro into Milan. And it is, of course, live on talkSPORT 2 this evening. It's all happy days currently with the Gunners. Arsenal will stay top of the Champions League table, just a point tonight. They've conceded just 1 goal from 6 in the Champions League games, 5 clean sheets. Inter just 4. So as the 2 meanest defences go at it tonight, is another 0-0 inbound, just like Arsenal's last 2 Premier League games. But is that a problem? Before you answer the question, I hope these stats are right, Simon, because Simon's just read out that Arsenal have played 33 games in all competitions, won 25, drawn 6 and lost 2, goals for 69, conceded 19. If that's boring, tell me how. I think if those stats are correct, Simon, I think you've got a very valid point. Well, to tell us exactly that, Arsenal legend who won 9 major trophies is joining us now. It's David Seaman, no less. David, good morning. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Morning, David.
Morning, guys. How are you?
I'm very, very well, David. Somebody will need to explain to me, David, right? Man City losing at the weekend, Villa losing at the weekend, Liverpool drawn at the weekend. I mean, how can it be 2 points dropped for Arsenal? Surely it's a point gained and a good weekend for Arsenal.
Yeah, of course it is, Ali. You know, and when you start looking at it and people start talking about you've had a bad game or it's a bad weekend and you're still picking up points, it shows you that you're going on the right track. You look at the last 2 league games. I know people will say, "Oh yeah, 2 goalless draws," but they've scored 7 goals in between that in both the cups.
Yeah.
You know, so there's no crisis there at all.
I think for me, David, as well, I keep saying it every time Arsenal play. I keep reading out the bench. There's so much talent. And I'm hearing reports this morning that Wanyeri, who can't even make the bench because there's so much talent ahead of him, maybe going to Marseille because he hasn't really had enough game time this season. Only 6 appearances in the Premier League.
Yeah, the thing with Ethan is that, you know, obviously he got a taste of the first team last season and a bit this season. But, you know, it's one of those, he's still young, Gabby, he's still learning.
Yeah.
So for me, he either goes out on loan, if anything, you know, but if I was him, I'd stay where I am, you know, because you never know what's going to happen with injuries and things. Yeah, the bench looks incredible. You know, sometimes you're thinking some of the players on the bench are actually more fun than the ones that are on the pitch.
Yeah.
You know, it's that good. But yeah, with Ethan, you know, I would hate him to go anywhere else, you know, because he's such a good player. You know, even like seeing him coming through the academy at the.
You don't think though a little loan to the end of the season? That's the reports. Like no permanent, just loan. Go and play some football. Marseille, a very good side, good manager. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does because you know game time. That's what you're after, Gabby. You know, and it's you know when you're playing like friendly matches and things like that. You know, like academy matches, it's not the same. You know, you need that game. You need to be able to. You need to have to make decisions in matches, not just in training. Because in training, there's not really any consequence. You know, so you don't really learn a lot of decision making. It's only in matches where you learn everything about match. You know, pace the pace of the match and all those sort of things. You know, so it's a loan at the most. You know, but I'd still like him to stay there.
It's amazing, David. Look, we're getting to that ridiculous stage of the season, David, where I'm asking you ridiculous questions like quadruples and things like that. Now, I honestly think they'll win more than 1 trophy this year. I really do. I think it's going to be a terrific year for Arsenal. I really, really do. And you mentioned the strength in the squad. And Gabby and I were speaking earlier, David. It's vitally important when you're making changes in lineups and making substitutions. It's got to the stage you're certainly not weakening your team with substitutions. You can actually be, in many cases, strengthening it.
Yeah, that just shows you the quality of what we've got, Ali. You know, that we're still in every competition. And like you say, I really hope that it is more than 1 trophy. But I'll take 1 for now if that's a guaranteed.
How about Cup?
League or Champions League.
Okay. All right, just checking.
Imagine that as a double, though, Gab. A Champions League and a league.
I know.
Oh, that would be, that'd top a couple of my ones.
It'd be amazing.
But they need to as well, don't they? Capitalise on Liverpool not being at it, Chelsea, Man City, all the teams in Europe, Real Madrid aren't at it, you know? And this could be their best chance of winning the Champions League.
It could be, you know, but it's keeping that pressure on, Gabby. You know, keep that pressure on, keep winning or picking points up, and it puts pressure on the teams below you, whether that be Champions League or in the league. You know, and especially when you play first in the weekend, that can be a right bonus, you know, because you can get your 3 points, and then the pressure's right on the other teams.
David, more serious matters now, mate. How's the fishing going?
Oh, mate, it's been freezing.
Cold, cold.
I
take it you wear those wee gloves. You got to wear those wee gloves.
Oh, yeah, the fingerless ones. Yeah, mate, I've got everything. I've even got a fishing van, mate. We've got heaters and all sorts in there, coffee machines, everything. But no, it's been cold, so I've been piking a little bit with the lures. I've had a few little ones, up to 8 and 9 pounders. But the carp, I'm struggling at the moment with the carp. The lake that I'm fishing's got like 4 fish that are over 50 pound.
Oh, brilliant.
And trust me, if I get one, everybody will know.
You've sent me the picture. Well, I saw them pull a beautiful, beautiful salmon. I think it was out the Tay opening day, mate. Beautiful fish it was too. Tremendous.
Yeah.
I love the salmon fishing, mate.
Oh, mate, my mate's up in Thursday and he sends me a video of him like doing the first cast every year, and it's amazing.
Is he up in Thursday, is he? By the way, he'll need his gloves up there, boy.
I know. He's an Irishman up in Thursday. He's Pat Quinn. He's a good lad. He's a good lad.
Brilliant. Listen, mate, great to talk to you. All the best tonight for the Arsenal. See you soon, hopefully.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Take care, mate. Now, don't forget, here live commentary tonight of Inter Milan versus Arsenal. That's in talkSPORT 2. The kickoff, as you know, is at 8 p.m. Coming up, Gabby has also already called, I beg your pardon, Roy Keane this morning for the way he's spoken about Michael Carrick. But we'll finish the show by asking the question, what is acceptable and what isn't acceptable for pundits to say next? Good question, guys. Stay with us.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals and taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Well, that's us well in the home straight, 9:50, Tuesday 20 January. I loved it this morning, Paul. You enjoyed it?
Yes. Wasn't I listening the other day when Alan thought the show was finished at 9:30?
He did. He did. I was sitting right where you are just now, and he thanked me for my participation.
9:30.
With half an hour to go. I thought, surely I'm not getting subbed at this late stage.
He says, "No, I'm not going anywhere." He's like, "Oh, you're not away early."
He's well when he's been here long enough.
Yes.
He's well within his right to make substitutions when he wants to. Ally and Gabby were this morning. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Now, what do we know this Tuesday morning? Well, I'm about to tell you. Reports this morning suggest Arsenal in discussions with Marseille over loaning out teenager attacker Ethan Nwaneri. You think that's a good idea? I don't think it's a bad idea either.
I just think even if Saka got injured, Madueke's in front of you. I just think that there's so many options, Ali. Go and play some football now. 3-4 month loan. I mean, we're already nearly at the end of January. February, March, April, bit of May. 3.5 months. Why not?
I don't disagree, mate. I don't disagree at all. Bournemouth are saying Hungary midfielder Alex Toth for $10.4 million from Ferenc Varos. And England all-rounder Sam Curran has been speaking to Steve Harmison on the latest Following On podcast to look ahead to England's white ball tour of Sri Lanka, which is live and exclusive on talkSPORT 2 and begins this Thursday. And after a disappointing, or certainly disappointing performances in recent World Cups, he was asked why England struggle in ODIs.
50 over cricket is no secret that we're not playing loads of it. I think no one's really playing huge amounts of 50 over cricket. I guess it's a format we struggled with last year. But I think the biggest challenge now is going to be showing that consistency that's been shown in T20 and 50 over cricket. I think I played the 3 games in New Zealand when we were there, when I was first time back in the group for a while. We lost a couple of tosses on some green ones, and we're probably 20 runs below par each game, and we actually bowled extremely well in that series. So I guess it's such a different format. Everyone says it's still close to T20, but it's not. It's very different. It's a longer version, and I think we play 3 now, first before the T20s in Sri Lanka. So I guess it's a new year, and we can be positive and say it's a new start, and we go again.
I saw Harmy on my TV screen in a panic because I thought I'd go to Harmy, but he was talking to Sam Curran. Don't forget, you can hear live and exclusive ball-by-ball commentary on talkSPORT 2 and the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel. And we'll also hear an exclusive interview with Harry Brook tomorrow. That'll be interesting as she sits down once again with her very own Harmy. Now, Rio Ferdinand has accused former Manchester United teammates Paul Scholes and Nicky Butt of getting personal, with some justification, by the way, in a row with current Red Devils defender Martinez. Here's what was said on the podcast ahead of the Manchester derby.
I wouldn't like to see him against Haaland.
Martinez against
Haaland.
You need Dillick to have Maguire back for that.
Pick Martinez up and run with him. It'd be like, see a dad after school.
He'd score, then throw him in the net.
Running down the road like with a little... that's what it'd be like.
Martinez then came back after beating Man City and playing very well, inviting them over to his house as they never say anything to his face. Right. I'll give him a 10 pence worth right now. I think it's a podcast. I think it's a light-hearted podcast. I think the boys were clearly taking the mickey and having a bit of fun. But he has understandably, I think, well within his rights to fight back, after a very good performance. I know it's just one game. So, my question to you, did they go too far? And I think, I mentioned the word before I heard Rio say it, I think pundits cannot, and I think they overstep the line when it becomes personal.
I think what they will say is that, like they did say, Nicky Butt and Paul Scholes, we're not on Sky, we're not on talkSPORT, we're not on...
They ended up on Sky, they ended up on talkSPORT.
I know, but they're probably saying we're doing a podcast, and we're speaking differently than we would.
Yeah.
If you was on the radio or on the TV, I'm sure you'd say, you know what, I fear for the height advantage. Haaland's going to be a lot more physical than Martinez because he's a smaller centre-half. I worry about he's going to need a bit of help. Will Harry Maguire need to mark Haaland more in the game or something like that? If it spoke like that, then you can understand, because that's fair, because he's a small centre-half, even though he is aggressive, they call him the butcher. But the way they were speaking was disrespectful, but they'll say, we're on a podcast. You know what I mean? It's not as if they're covering a game and they're speaking like that.
I get it. You watch all the podcasts now, Gabby, and there is something refreshing about them. Well, there is a lot of refreshing about them in terms of you hear people say things that they wouldn't normally say, and they probably say it in their native tongue, if you like. When I say their native tongue, the way they would talk normally to mates in the pub,
yes,
for example. So there is refreshing things about that. But again, I just don't think you can overstep the mark when it becomes personal.
I totally agree. But if I'm speaking on behalf of probably Nicky Butt and Paul Scholes, they're probably sitting there saying, when you've won what we've won, that's what it comes down to sometimes, your ex-players that would have liked us. So when you've won what we've won, or a tenth of what we've won, then you can say something.
The boys have done it, and they're well entitled to their opinion.
Exactly, but just don't be mocking someone for being small. You know, poor Sam Matterface gets it off you lot about being small, and it affects him. So
yeah, that is pure. I would. Yeah, that's part of me wants to complain to Sam.
Exactly. So I think Martinez and Nicky Butt and Paul Scholes should forget about it, because that performance was so good from the whole team of Manchester United, and there's going to be a tough game against Arsenal on the weekend. But if you're Arsenal, you're probably thinking, oh, you're playing Manchester United now, who are on a high.
Correct. Well, I'm going to ask you that question. Has Arsenal's approach differed now after that performance, United against City? I'm not saying their approach, but has their opinion on the game ahead changed?
The approach won't change, but
yeah,
Arteta will be drilling into them like, this is the tough game now. This isn't like the rubbish Manchester United under Amorim. Look at how they're playing now. They're going to play a 4-3-3. You've got to get someone Fernandes and keep him quiet.
Yeah.
Dorgu looks sharp. You know, and Mbumo's looking sharp up front. You've got Cunha and come off the bench now. If Michael Carrick plays the exact same team. So it's a lot harder game for Arsenal, but I still imagine Arsenal get the win.
I think you're probably right. I think they might just edge it, though. That Manchester United player like that, they're capable of beating him.
Well, Ali, why don't we just like what Graham Souness would probably do? Martinez and Butt, why don't you just meet at the training ground? Go in the gym.
Get Graham referee.
Yeah, go in the gym, close doors.
Graham would be up
for that. Have a chat.
Graham would be up for that. I can guarantee it. He's invited me there a few times. Listen, what's your plans for the rest of the day, mate?
Not much today, mate. Just chilling. Back on tomorrow.
Just chilling. Back on the Big Al tomorrow.
Mr. Brazil, yeah. What about you? Chill and then
over to Tottenham for the Dortmund game, which I'm looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to it.
If Dortmund get that first goal,
yeah,
the fans will not be happy.
I just hope the Tottenham fans are right up for it.
Yes. Like I said,
clearly, I hope their team's up for it. That goes without saying. Champions League
not
game.
Not going to be next season. Look at the league.
I'm just looking at it right now. Where are they?
They both need a win, Dortmund and...
Oh, they do, man. Tottenham's sitting 11th.
Who else need a win? Chelsea tomorrow need a win. Newcastle need a win. Liverpool need a win because you don't want those playoffs. You want to get in that top 8.
Of course you do. Want to get the top 8, save you a little extra couple of games, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Perfect, mate. Well, thanks very much.
Top man, Ali. Loved it, mate.
Guys, I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Jim and Simon are coming next. Join Alan and Gabby, as you heard, tomorrow morning. That's from 6 a.m. as they will be reacting to a huge night of Champions League. And, of course, we'll get Alan's first reaction to that bonkers night in the AFCON final. Till next Monday.